Welcome into the Dice Dragons Guild. In this hall, we unite under one banner.
Oh shit! I forgot we rolled dice on this one.
Live by the die.
Die by the die.
Ooh, that is a 9.
They're both
9?
8.
You got a 9?
They're both
Samesies?
8.
Yep.
I'm exhausted, so I have to
Did you
roll
roll
at
the?
disadvantage.
Oh,
No, you're rolling as Cuba right now.
Oh, well, either they're both 8.
Ooh, he's still
15.
exhausted.
Yeah, still exhausted.
18. Anybody beat that? And
Where'd you
it
get
is
that, Matt?
Kethra once again. Thank you for tuning in to our story. For those of you who are watching on Twitch, you can use your channel points to help out our players here or myself with some rerolls and auto successes and stuff like that. Or even like I think a nat 20.
I think I have one of those that I've not
Which-
used.
Yeah, I'm thinking of adding like the nat 30 back in, but I want to have a camera for that. So anyway, you can also check out our Patreon where we have thank you gifts for our lovely patrons and early access to VODs and podcasts and ad-free stuff and all of that. And then please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are at 280 subscribers and we're on our way to that elusive 500 mark where we will be able to expand our stuff. We are also going to be at Captain Con in February. That is in Warwick, Rhode Island. I don't know why I have a problem saying that. Warwick, Rhode Island. You can come play a game of We Be Goblins with me running it and also get a little mini of your very own. And you can also come check us out for our panel discussion on Saturday at 11 o'clock a.m. Go to captaincon.com. Check it out February 2nd through the 4th. 3rd, 2, 3, 4. Yes, that works. 3 days. 2024. All right.
We are on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Did you mention that part?
No, I did not.
We are on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, so please give us a follow on both. But on Apple Podcasts is the only place you can actually leave a written review. So please do so. Good or bad, we'll take it.
We're kind of everywhere right now.
We're all fine podcasts are found.
And one final thank you to Sassy Boy 55. We do have a couple of little videos that'll be out on our social medias. But do we have the... You want to go grab that T-Rex?
Yes,
Why not?
Go get the other one. Let them fight.
Let them fight.
Thank you so much.
Show the Sassy Boy one first.
For the yeah, nope, you got it.
Am I doing this right? Look at it.
For the amazing
T-Rex.
number of
got
minis
super-
that we got.
It's got supinated arms, not
Down a
pronated
little
arms.
bit. There you go.
I know what that means.
Beautiful.
And I taught them. It is absolutely gorgeous.
So thank you so much, Sassy Boy, one of our top tier patrons who has gone above and beyond, and we appreciate that.
I'm superior. No, I'm superior.
There's your inevitable betrayal.
Top 10 anime betrayals.
So thanks, Sassy Boy.
I love dinosaurs. Fucking nerd.
So one of those has the correct arms, but the other one's a little kinky. So, take your pick.
One's a T-Rex, one's a Kinkosaurus Rex.
The grand doors swing open, revealing the opulent royal ballroom in all its glory. Pillars adorned with ivy and gold stand tall, while flickering candlelight casts a warm, dancing glow across the polished marble floors. Laughter mingles with the soft rustle of silk as nobles and courtiers twirl in orchestrated elegance. You and your sister, Mallory, no more than 11 or 12 years old, stand amidst the swirl of courtiers. Again, that word, I don't know why it's there twice. Both adorned in the finest silks and jewels befitting your station. The Baroque dance unfolds around you. Some would call it mesmerizing. You call it duty. Couples twirl and dip in seamless harmony, their steps a tapestry of elegance and tradition. Figures gracefully intertwine and separate, the music guiding their motions like a painter's brush on canvas. You hear the forced, practiced laugh of your grandmother, Queen Celine. Celine?
Celine.
From off in the corner as she feigns interest or joy or amusement. Her duty. You and your sister take to the floor. You are both quite aware of the eyes watching your every move. Mallory revels in the narrowed eyes and pursed lips as people judge you both from afar. She intentionally makes eye contact with as many as she can. The heir and the outlier, you've heard some say. Mallory's gaze dares them all to say it aloud, where she can hear it. You would prefer to fade back into the shadows and just be done with it all. As you both move in practice steps across the floor, the soft strains of violins framing the atmosphere, Mallory's frustrated voice finds your ears amidst the dance's cadence. Kiki, why must they decide my fate? I'm not a prize to be bartered. What did you say in this moment?
I know that you revel in your station, but it does come with obligations.
Mallory, with a furrowed brow, tugs at your arm, pulling you momentarily away from the thrum of the dance. It's not fair, Kiki. I don't want to be told who to marry, who to be. I want my own choices.
I know, but at a certain time, you'll be able to do whatever you want. Make all the choices you want. But you have to stick with the tradition that gives you the privilege to make those choices.
She shakes her head. Her frustration spills out amidst the elegant swirls and intricate dance steps. Her voice carrying a longing for freedom. I want to travel. I want to see the world beyond these castle walls. I want to experience life outside of Devenia. To be free from this royal destiny that feels more like a cage.
I know, but grandmother, she knows best. She knows what will ultimately be our destiny.
Destiny. You both look over to your grandmother, again with her hand on her chest, eyes closing, looking back. Your heart aches for your sister, for the dreams that she holds within a world that seems determined to confine her. Mallory, standing resolute by your side amidst the dance, whispers with fierce determination. We'll make our own path, Kiki, no matter what they say or do, and we will do it together.
I know, we always say that, but what can we do? I mean, I don't know what is outside this palace. I don't know what the world will think of someone like me.
She reaches and grabs onto your hand and holds it tight, almost to the point of hurting. But her smile is still there, and that mischievous grin that you've seen, it just widens across her face, and she locks eyes with yours. And she says, we will find out together. Always. You and me. I will always be there.
An eye for you, sister.
And with that, there's a promise made in an instant. And then her eyes shift from yours just over your shoulder. The smile never fading. Tagalong just picked his nose and wiped it on the pillar. Mock gagging.
He is really fitting in with the other men in this family, isn't he?
Always. You you see, as Mallory starts to laugh a little bit too loud, your grandmother looks over with the, "Oh no, you better don't," eyes at the two of you, and you collect yourselves and straighten, and hands out, ready your dance position. And you see the dance continues, this captivating display of coordinated movements, carrying within it the unspoken vow between you and your sister, a promise of unwavering support amidst the grandeur of the ballroom. As the memories of the grand ball faded like wisps in a dream, you find yourself amidst a celebration far removed from the regal confines of Devenia. Oop, too loud. That would have been so loud. Oh my god. I got it. The tropical air hangs heavy with the rhythms of a lively festival where the salty breeze mingles with the pulsating beats of drums and the lively strumming of stringed instruments. Gone are the ornate pillars and opulent silks.
I expected to hear the Ewoks start this time.
Instead, vibrant colors swirl around you as villagers and travelers engage in a boisterous dance-off. Laughter rings out, carrying the infectious joy of this coastal gathering. Kai, now far from the expectations and constraints of your royal lineage, you stand in the midst of this revelry, your own steps a testament to the freedom you sought. The atmosphere crackles with energy, bodies moving in wild abandon, a contrast to the structured elegance of courtly dances. In this moment, surrounded by the carefree spirit of the island celebration, you feel a sense of liberation. The memories of whispered frustrations and shared aspirations with Mallory seem distant, yet their essence remains. Amidst all the joyful chaos, you find a glimmer of that unbreakable bond that tied you to your sister, even as you carve a path for yourself far from the confines of royal duty. Melchior! A voice comes from the darkness. Another villager approaches from the edge of the dance party, catching the attention of all of you. Melchior, Yuritsa has entered the Tide Hollows. I could not stop her. Melchior, the not so much leader, but de facto spokesperson, the half-drow, half-ling of Beachmere, steps aside and says, "Catch your breath, Gandrin. What happened? Come, away from the crowd." And he looks to you. You all see Koudzi, who's jumped off the dance floor, seeing the look on Gandrin's face. She approaches and follows Melchior off and away from the dance, kind of looking back, making eye contact with Eldon off to the side in the bushes with Kethra in a... Well, you can take...
Who was that?
Just bush dwelling. It's all good.
Bush dwelling. That knowing look that you've seen before from the people in your faction. As you all step off, Ayla finishing up the dance, and a final pose as everyone's like, woo, like clapping and whatnot, and then you notice that your companions.
shaking
I'm
yourself
shaking,
out.
I'm shaking the sand out of my hootenanny, and then I'm gonna grab some water. She needs some water.
Okay.
I didn't know what. I forgot that you were pretty hungover and drunk. So it took me a second to realize why you wanted the water. I was just like,
No, that would
know.
make it worse,
I need to
right?
get that out of there.
I said shake it off.
So you you see the suns have gone down. It's like that that view of the horizon where it's just the light blues going into the dark blue of the sky. The stars are coming out all above. It is not night in that it's about 4-5 o'clock, but the suns have set. And one thing that you notice as Izzi and Melchior and Gandrin have pulled off to the side and you start following them, you can't help but like glance over to the ocean and you see this very faint glow that is beginning to surface
From the ocean?
from the ocean, probably 20, 30 feet back from the shore.
It's like coming up from the ocean.
It's
back
like
there?
you're looking at the ocean, and with the darkness, you can begin to see this luminescence that's beginning to rise. And you had been told about Lumina, which is and Ayla would know about this. On the southern side of the island, there's this like plankton that begins to some kind of natural bioluminescence that takes place, where you start to see just this glow. And it happens for weeks. And this is the beginning of it. Jesus Christ.
Okay. So it's not like the Nautilus from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, like starting to rise up. It's
It's just you're
okay.
seeing the bioluminescence that you'd been told about starting to
I
happen.
pointed out to my friends.
And it is quite beautiful. But in this moment, Izzi, Melchior, and Gandrin are off to the side. Gandrin is standing next to Melchior, speaking in like a hushed tone, but as you approach, he says, "We were off doing our rounds and working on pulling up the stone for the wall, and I turned my back just for a moment, and when I looked back, I saw her standing at the entrance of the Tide Hollow caves. She had this look on her face of confusion, but also like she was looking through something. And I called out her name. She looked at me, but then looked back into the cave and headed in. I was alone, and whatever she has decided to follow, I did not think it wise to go through, and so I have come back." And Melchior looks up at him and says, "That was very wise indeed. Izzi, what do you recommend here?" You see your lizard folk friend and her drake, Bamel. She looks at all of you. So, just to catch you all up to speed, the Tide Hollows are just a cave system. We just don't go near there because it's a cave system, and we don't know how far in it goes. A little bit concerning that somebody has gone in there. Yaritza and Gandrin are the Valiant that have come to help us out, and Gandrin just nods. They've been working on building. What would you call a building? I don't know. Would you call a building, Gandrin? And he goes to talk, and she's they're using their like druidic powers to kind of pull the stone up and create a wall around the village. And they've been working in different areas, but everybody knows we told everybody don't go into the Tide Hollow, so that's a little bit concerning. I feel like this is fate.
Does something live in there?
We don't know. We kind of stay out. The problem is, and she starts walking and like beckoning for you to follow. And Gandrin and Melchior start to follow. Melchior says, "What we need, Izzi, just keep in mind, we need to continue having a perimeter search. I don't want to bother everyone here for the celebration. This is not an emergency for everyone. You all are very capable. I'm going to keep the peace and make sure the celebration continues. Izzi, I'll leave this up to you." And she says, "Yeah, Melchior, go ahead. We've got this." And she starts leading you in the direction away from the bright lights of the village and down the beach towards where the Tide Hollows apparently are. And as she leads you, she says, yeah, so, we the issue here is, the tide rises and falls, and so if somebody's going into the tide hollows, it does kind of get water in there. And Yuritsa knows better, so that's a little bit concerning. And of course, she's also one of the people looking out. So lots of angles here, but
How soon until the next high tide?
let's see. That I am not sure.
Would I know?
I would say between you and Iolite, given Iolite's knowledge of the stars and solar planets and things, you can roll a
Astrology.
survival.
I'm assuming because of all the
Moons.
moons and stuff,
Yeah.
it doesn't exactly follow like every 6
It's-
hours. Like
Yeah, it's not as simple, but you can make a survival check with either advantage or both of you can roll because
Why don't
you got a jack of all
you
trades
do
here.
with advantage? Well,
Or nature, survival or nature.
I would have to roll with just. Oh, I guess it'd be a straight roll if I did it. 'Cause I was doing it wrong. I'm not. I'm poisoned, not exhausted. Not have a point of exhaustion.
Right.
But it's the same thing. So I have disadvantage on attack rolls and skill checks.
So either one, nature or survival, whichever one you feel. And you get advantage. Turn off my internet.
It's a 5 and a 3. So 8 is the higher one.
sometime in the future
Yeah.
is when the next high tide will
Tides are a thing.
We're like, yeah, you know,
Water-
there's
They come,
one,
they go,
like,
you know.
there's one like
Water
yesterday,
exists.
so it,
We're on an island.
Yeah. Koudzi just looks at you. I'm not really sure. But concerning nonetheless. So here's what I think is I can take up Yuritsa's station because we do want to make sure that there are folks still patrolling. There's still things out there. We're having a loud celebration. Gandrin, as you approach the entrance to the Tide Hollows, you see Gandrin looks at you all. All I can say is that I heard this strange humming noise. I believe she heard it much louder. And as you get closer to the entrance, he kind of stays back a little bit. Koudzi approaches with you, but you do hear this very, very low hum as you approach this entrance to the cave. And inside, there's this interesting, beautiful bioluminescence behind you that's starting to come up from the ocean. But there's also within the cave, as you come around the bend, and you can see the water rushing in and then kind of pulling back out from the cave entrance. You can see a very faint, from somewhere off distant, within the cave itself. It turns, and you can see another glow that's happening, and very, very faintly you hear just this very low, kind of monotone sounding humming sound. It's just and it just continues like that.
What does Yuritsa look like?
Gandrin has hung back. Koudzi looks over and then looks at all of you. She is a dwarf, brown hair. I'm gonna assume she's the only dwarf in there at this moment in time. You can let me know if you find any others, but she's, just nothing really all that spectacular. No offense, Gandrin, don't tell her I said that.
How deep is the water that's going in and out?
Right now, it's, you step into it, and you can see it probably goes up to maybe your ankles when it's coming in. But it is starting to, like, every once in a while, even as you stand there, there's a wave that just goes up to maybe like your calf. So
Well, all right. I guess we can try and find them.
We need to be quick about it.
All right. Who's going first?
Eldon will take the lead.
okay. You,
Step to the back of the line.
as you all approach the entrance to the cave, and Eldon, you step forward. The rest of you see a kind of teal-ish colored dragon that does not look like the dragon that you are familiar with. More of like, if you picture, or at least I'm picturing in my head, from Mulan. I have no idea what this dragon
I am the great
is.
Mushu!
Dishonor on you, dishonor on your family, dishonor on your cow.
But fins and a long tail with a fin on the end, kind of snaking around, wings gone, and just more of an aquatic looking dragon.
I did not think I drank too much, but he has a different dragon, right? Am I seeing that correctly?
I don't know that it's a different dragon. It's a different looking dragon.
Eldon's like sloshing through. Didn't even stop to explain. Didn't realize, oh yeah, maybe he should tell everybody.
Theratrix?
Theratrix turns.
No, yeah, same one.
You look different.
Thank you. I feel different. I can do this now. Shakes a little bit, and this like very light like pulse like boom like comes out, and this like thunderous feeling just fills all of you for a moment.
Ooh.
You are just full of surprises.
Thank you.
All right. Before Eldon gets too far ahead of us, let's go.
Cozy is like, I'll be here. Me and Bayman will be here. Don't worry about us. Be careful.
As we're about to walk into the caves, Kai will summon Bloodletter's shadow to his hand.
Okay.
Oh, Cozy's not coming? That's too bad. Anyway.
Well, someone must come
Disappears.
rescue us if we get
True,
enthralled
true.
in here, yes.
I just saw you like looking back.
So as you enter these caves, you can see, as I mentioned, this very light, like feeble bioluminescence coming from somewhere. It's just like a glow. You don't see any kind of like torches. It's a little bit strange as to where this light is coming from, but it casts like these elongated, distorted shadows as you begin to move in.
Is it like pretty dark though? Like
It's dark. This allows you to see enough. So it's not that you even need torches or anything like that at this moment.
just because he knows Eldon's human, Kai's gonna open up his pocket and have the moat float. I think I can move it 15 feet, so it'll be like 15 feet in front of Kai as he walks to try and light the way for Eldon.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Would we be able to turn down the heat real quick? Because it's going to be loud on the mics. Just put it to low.
It's part of the ambiance of
Yeah.
being the wind rushing
the
through the
hum.
cave. There you go. I like it's the hum.
So, as you are heading into these caves, you can hear this kind of like unsettling symphony of strange sounds throughout. There's that low resonant hum that just kind of permeates the air, and it seems to emanate from the walls themselves. Like there is no source. It's not like louder as you're stepping in. And then you can feel and hear the dripping water from the top of the cave. And there are these stalactites, some of which you can see, some of which you can't. The ceilings, as you head in, it's like low, but then it kind of rises. There's no real rhyme or reason to the height of the ceiling. Sometimes it's a little bit,
Are they like
7 feet or...
old lava tube type caves, or like barred out coral from the ocean type caves?
They are the former. So it's a combination. Some of them feel like something dug them. Others, there's clearly, they've been here for a long time. If you can see the outline of some stalactites that are just dripping down, it's hard to say. Not from a volcano, though. As you walk through, you can also smell the brine, and there's the dampness of this space. And this very faint undercurrent of decay. Kethra,
Smell that.
I'll say Kethra and Ayla again. You can make survival or nature checks as you kind of sniff the air.
$16. 5.
Okay.
16 though.
All right. So, Iolite, you just get kind of the hint of the decay that you're smelling is not so much like dead bodies that are out there decaying. This is more of like that natural smell of plant life that has, come and gone, and like probably fungus and all of that that's within the cave system. Nothing that's making you feel like there's dead bodies hanging somewhere or whatever.
Should we begin calling out her name? Presumably there is no one else here. Yoritza!
Yoritza begins to echo off the cave walls as you head down.
There is a party. Come and have fun.
A party?
What am I doing in here for?
Simplest solution, people.
So you stop for a moment, or stop so that the sloshing of your footsteps won't inhibit your ability to hear, and just wait for a moment. That humming just kind of begins to rise a little bit, or maybe it's just that it's more quiet because you've stopped moving. I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, let's
Does this count as a
use
skill?
It's a saving
inspiration
throw. So I don't have to
right
do
off
this
the
again.
bat. Oh, that's not much better.
Fuck me.
17.
We're all enthralled, except for you.
17,
That's a 4.
4,
13.
13, 10,
23.
23.
See, I had to bust out a calculator for that one.
All right. Those of you who got below a 12.
Everyone but the druids.
No, I got 13.
A 13,
Oh, I thought-
yeah.
I thought-
Oh, yeah.
I had a 12, and then I have a +1. So that's why I didn't use my thing, because I was like, what are the chances I'm going to roll better than that? You know?
I'm going to have you both roll a d10. Both of you. You get to roll individually.
10.
1.
Oh, there's
Doesn't necessarily mean bad.
8. No, anything on this is going to be bad.
No, I'm just saying the fact that he
Which
rolled a
bad
1
thing?
on the
Yeah.
D10.
You got an 8?
Yeah.
Okay. Kai, as you are walking through this, you all kind of feel this hum. It gets louder for a moment and then subsides. The three of you, Kethra, Eldon, Iolite, trying to remember your names. It's been too long since we played. You almost get this, like that beginning of a headache, but then it fades. Where, Kai, as you're walking, the path in front of you, like you turn to look to the side very quickly, and then when you look back, about 10 feet ahead, it cuts off. It ends. Like, there's a wall there. Should be more specific. There's a wall, and you can no longer walk forward. But everybody else is walking as if this is totally fine.
What are you doing? We have to find another way.
You know,
There is one way.
Not this way.
Can he still see us if we've already walked past it?
You haven't wandered past it. So as he's looking, you kind of, and Kai, you look to the right, and you can see that there's a path that goes off to the right.
Just off to the right.
Is there anything off to the right?
Do we see that?
So, no, you don't. You see that the wall is straight, and if you keep going straight ahead, you just continue on the one path that's there.
Kai, what are you talking about?
The road. The opening goes to the right.
It just goes straight.
How far away is it? Well, we don't know how far.
Yeah,
it
you
is
don't know
from
how
him.
far.
So if I'm 15 feet ahead of him, how far? Oh, shit, the same question.
You're just going to keep walking?
Yeah, he's just going to keep walking.
Okay. So you keep walking, and in about five feet, you hit a wall.
Like, we can't see it.
All of you hit a wall. And as you look
Because
at
he
it,
has a
Smack.
Yeah, fuck.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's a wall there.
I
Guys.
Suddenly
did try
there-
and warn you.
as you look, there's a wall there. There's always been a wall there.
We see it?
You all see it, yeah.
That wasn't just me, right, guys? That was a wall.
No, I didn't see that.
Optical illusion.
That only Kai could see through.
Do we now see another way?
Yes.
Really?
You see the way that has always been there. It's always been there to the right,
Wait.
like I said.
Okay, then.
Ow.
We can't afford to slow down, so
Everyone,
I like push past Eldon and go first.
Whack. Ow.
everyone stay sharp. There's something off with these caves.
Yeah.
You slosh through a couple of extra steps, and Ayla, you look over, and there's water like glistening on the walls, and there's water, and as you're stepping through, you see that just behind you, there's clearly like another wave that has come in, and it's starting to, it just swirls around and then comes through that opening that you just walked through. Looking down, Ayla, you see that there's a pool of water that is standing, and the light from the wall is reflecting down just enough, and as you step and look down, you can see your own reflection there. And you take a moment just looking. It's very dark and kind of dim, but as you stand there looking, you then see the reflection of Kai coming up behind, and like mouth opening, teeth distending, looking to what appears to be bite down on your neck with his vampire teeth.
Like behind me?
Like coming up from behind you, yeah.
I instantly turn around and shoot a firebolt.
Okay. Roll an attack.
6.
Did you just
Plus
hit me?
7.
You just missed. Oh, I was going to say, you missed
Actually.
hit.
Wasn't I was gonna say, wasn't Ayla the last one? So wouldn't she, if she turned around, just be firing down an
Yes.
empty corridor?
Well, so that's...
Hey, you know, that wall wasn't there before either.
Yeah, so you turn and blast, and it hits the wall. You all turn and look, and Ayla is sitting there, like, with the, heavy breathing and that look of confusion as Kai was right there.
Is he like, he's in front
He's
of
in
me?
front of you now.
Yeah.
But he wasn't. He was right behind you.
What was it, Ayla? Something following us.
You were behind me, about to eat me. Or whatever I usually do.
I've been in front of you the whole time.
Yes, but I looked down in the reflection. You were right behind me with the teeth.
How much have you had to drink?
Not enough to not know when something is behind me about to attack.
There's nothing behind you, though.
Look, whatever this is, it's clearly messing with us. We can't waste time like this. We need to keep moving. And just, like, push ahead.
So are you in the lead now?
Mm-hmm.
Iolite's in the lead.
Kethra just walked behind Iolite. This is
Angrily sloshing the Let's go.
As you,
Water.
I hate it here.
Just
So
look
you-
back at that puddle again.
you're gonna look at back at the
Suspiciously.
puddle.
No. When you say that way, no.
No.
I'll just look behind me towards the burnt spot on the wall.
Okay.
I mean, it's damp in here, so it's probably not that burnt.
No, it's not. It's just you. There's like a little spot where you can see that rocks have fallen away from the wall. So you continue in. Iolite, you are the first to see that the path that you are on, it then opens up into this chamber that is about, looks like 20 feet, 20 by 20-ish, give or take, with ceilings that are, we'll say, probably about 9 or so feet tall, and it slopes down to a height of maybe 4 feet, like at the end of this particular room. To the north, sorry, one moment, to the north, where it slopes down, you can see that it ends in like this pool of water. But to the west, there's another opening that kind of curves and immediately, like, you can't see exactly where it goes. And as you're standing there and folks are kind of piling up behind where you're standing, you see another wave of water that just swirls through and then kind of drains down, and at the bottom, at the end where the room slopes, the ceiling of the room slopes, you can see that there's a pool of water that it just kind of falls into. So you have two ways, either this pool of water or the way to the west. And looking at that pool of water, you feel your stomach drop.
I'm just going west.
Perhaps we should call her name again.
Yuritsa!
And you stop in the room and listen. It echoes off of the walls. So just to describe again, everybody, there are two ways that you can go. There's one that kind of slopes down and there's a pool of water. Or there is a doorway that leads off to the west.
Pool of water, meaning it.
So like
the water's here and the whole path goes under
it kind of like slopes down to about 4 feet and then drops off
into water.
And
So
then
we
there's
have to, okay.
you would have to go into the water to see.
I'm going wherever Ayla goes. So.
Okay.
As angry as she seems to be today.
I'm just very, like, down to business. Like, we're getting this job done and we're getting out of here, like, as fast as possible.
There's like vegetation that's growing like on the walls and stuff in here, right? Or is it just bare rocks?
It's a very, very light. There's no like greenery or anything in here. It's almost like whatever little fungus there might be. It's not these big like mushrooms or anything like that. Something is like giving that bioluminescent glow, but
So we haven't actually seen what's giving off the bioluminescent
no,
glow?
it's coming from somewhere and you can't really discern. Even as you get close to the walls, it's almost like your vision goes a little bit too blurry to see what it is.
Oh, I had an idea, but there's no plants and it's not going to work.
I have the same idea, but there's no animals to talk to. So.
There's a little newt in a tide pool. Hey, buddy. Did you see someone come
Hey,
this
little
way?
crab.
Hey, little crab.
Yeah, I mean, a newt wouldn't be in a yeah, so a crab makes more sense.
I got you.
Okay, so
So it's an actual doorway?
it's like a carved out way to go.
The way that she started
Yes.
traipsing.
Mm-hmm. You're all following. Okay. So you continue through this curve that takes you. The walls almost seem to like get very, very tight as you're walking, so you can only go one at a time. And that echo of yelling Yaritza's name, you then feel that like hum gets a little bit louder for a second. I need everybody to roll another wisdom saving throw.
Oh, could it be so good then so bad?
Uh-oh.
Woo, that was worth it. All right.
All right, as the hum subsides, who got below a 12? Okay, roll a d10.
It was 11. I missed by
Oh,
one.
you're so close.
5.
5.
Gotta give yourself that inspiration for rolls.
I'm
Can't you use it
saving
for-
that for whenever we meet whatever sirens in here. And I can't give myself bardic inspiration.
Oh, you can?
No.
Oh, I thought you
I
could.
can only inspire others.
Oh, you can give guidance too. Not you, but
I can.
I forgot guidance is a spell you gave to yourself.
So,
I don't need it.
as you are walking along, Ayla, it has been far too long. Like you're walking through this corridor. It seems to never end. You've been walking an hour, maybe 2. Everyone's just traipsing and kind of sloshing through the water. The tide hasn't risen, but your legs are getting tired, and it's getting frustrating. You've just been walking.
It's been, what, 2-3 hours? Why are we going through the same little tunnel? Perhaps we should turn around and find a different way.
If, like, looking at our surroundings as we're walking, does it look like we're going through, like, new places? Or does it look like we have, like, gone through the same places?
Well, I pictured we were like, you said it kept
Or is
getting
it
narrower.
too-
Yeah,
I thought we were
it's-
just
you're
kind of like...
you've just been walking kind of in a straight line.
But
So
for,
you couldn't
In, like, a
pass-
pretty narrow
but for
thing.
us, it's only been like 10-15 minutes in the cave, right?
As far as you know, yeah.
Oh, it just feels long.
For Ayla.
Oh,
So
okay.
Ayla's saying this, but yeah, you've just been walking.
Ayla, it hasn't been that long. We just got here.
No, we have been here, I mean, it is well into the night by this point.
This cave is playing tricks on our mind.
This cave is endless.
It's not. It's
I'm
been.
getting very tired.
It hasn't been that long. It's messing with you.
He rubs a big dent in his skull. I'll give you 1 more hour, and then I'm going to sit down. And take a rest. This is taking, too long.
You all begin to, with her saying that, with Ayla saying that, there's this feeling of not quite panic, but just that like anxiety of
Being in a fucking cave.
being in a cave, and then there was no way, and then there was a way, and people are seeing things, and has it really only been 15 minutes? Has it been a couple of hours? Like Ayla is saying, it hasn't felt like that, but there also was a doorway where there wasn't one, and if so, you feel like you're losing time, but maybe not. Maybe it's only been 10 minutes. Maybe you're fine.
A lot of maybes.
I was gonna take his little bird flute that he usually, well, it's just a regular flute, but the one that he uses to make little bird noises. He's gonna block them off, and he's just gonna make as high pitch of a note as he can,
Okay.
like a lost whistle that you'd use in like the woods, and he's just gonna blow on it really hard.
Okay. What are you trying to achieve? Just
See if somebody hears it and calls back.
Okay. That loud whistle just kind of resonates throughout this corridor that doesn't seem to end, but you don't hear anything except that maybe a 2 or 3 moments after you blow the whistle, you all get this like whoo as a larger wave comes through and the water like goes up to your knees for just a moment, then pulls back.
We should really keep moving.
Perhaps a little faster.
Mm-hmm. And since I'm in the front, as I'm looking forward, do I just see this like long ass corridor, or is it too?
It's kind of too long for you to see. Do you have dark vision?
I don't think
I
so.
think so.
No.
You can see like a glow, and then it kind of turns off to one side, and then it starts to curve again.
Mm-hmm.
And after another couple of minutes of walking through, you end up in another room. Not so much a room, but an opening that this time as you step through, like the entrance to the corridor that you're in, it begins to like slope up and then it expands up, and as you step into this room, you are in an area with like all these stalactites and stalagmites, and there's water dripping. The ceiling is probably 40 or more feet. It just like opens up. But the room itself is not that big, maybe 30 feet, 35 feet. And then across the way, you see a change in the scenery for the first time. So on the walls and the ceiling of this particular room, as you step in and it's glowing off of the side, you can see like what looks to be like strings of a webbing of some kind. But it's not like the silky looking webbing of a spider. It's more sticky, like visually, visibly sticky looking than that. It's just kind of hanging. Do you still have the orb that's just been following you?
Yep.
So kind of sending that out in front of you a little bit, you get a clearer picture of the room, and you start to see these cocoons that are just stuck up against the wall, strings hanging down, varying sizes of things.
Don't like that.
And there is a
Oddly dwarf-shaped.
We just found Pennywise's like chamber.
across the way there is another like tunnel that has been bored through, but here there are these. They're not white either. They're this like strange, maybe greenish, brownish color that is all like sticky and different.
Oh, great. The cave is messing with us again, right?
Yeah, I don't think that it's messing with us this time.
Oh,
No, I
pretty
think
real.
I think we all see that one.
I do not want to see this one.
Is it such that like we could just walk past them, or are they like obstructing our?
No, you could walk right past them.
Oh, okay.
Just watch
I
your step.
definitely slowed down a little bit. Kind of cautiously, making sure I'm not touching any like stringies or anything. I'm gonna.
Eldon will have an arrow knocked at this point.
Okay.
For any things ready to drop from wherever.
What's Kethra doing?
She's just walking, trying not to get this sticky crap on her, literally. And she's going to turn to you guys and go, do we really care about this chick this much? I'm just being honest. Do we really care about, what's her name? Yuritsa? Do we care enough? This is getting creepy, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't like it either, but we've come this far. I guess we keep going.
You guys are far kinder than me. Let's keep going. Oof.
I'm going to, before we proceed, I'm going to use Mantle of Inspiration to grant everybody 8 temporary hit points.
Ooh. Thank
Well,
you.
everybody but me. That brings me down to just 2 more Bardic Inspirations.
I will say Iolite and Kethra, even as you are like trying not to really look, you do.
I
As
made a rousing speech.
We're definitely not gonna die. We're definitely not gonna die.
Nothing's spooky in here. Nothing's spooky in here. This is totally not scary.
You get a kind of sense of a variety of these cocoons that are up on the wall. There are some that are like rounded in shape, others where as you walk by you can see just like a little fin that's kind of sticking out from it, or like a tail of something, some aquatic animal. And there's one in particular that as you walk by you see what looks to be kind of like a pouch that's hanging off the side of one of them.
Are they moving at all?
No. Other than just like the water that's kind of dripping down from the ceiling.
There's a pouch, like an open pouch.
It's not open, it's just like hanging off, like it got wrapped up and part of it is hanging out of the side of one of the cocoons.
I want to go look at it.
Just veer off to the side, like, oh, there's a pouch there. It's within reaching distance, like you could reach up and grab it if you wanted. It's gonna be gross.
If I inspect it, is there anything that jumps out at me?
It just looks like a traveling pouch that might have stuff in it. It's attached to a cocoon that doesn't really seem to fit, like, you know, as you inspect the shape, you're not getting a humanoid feel from it, so...
It's something that clearly had a pouch.
Little pouch.
We've all seen Alien.
I have a pair of shears. I think I'm gonna take them out and see if I can like cut the bottom of it so that whatever's in it will fall out.
Okay.
I just put my hand on. I go, you're trying to take that pouch.
Yeah.
I don't go near that thing. And I will mage hand to go either grab the pouch or reach into it
Okay.
from a safe distance.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I will have you, with your mage hand, roll, we're gonna go with, roll a d20.
That's a 5.
Okay.
You done fucked up.
So your mage hand kind of tugs on the pouch, and it's stuck. Like it must be wrapped up inside of the cocoon.
Can it unbutton the pouch or unzip it?
Yeah, sure. It flips open the thing and opens. Are you going to pull out whatever's in there?
If it doesn't fall out, we'll pull it out.
Okay. As it reaches down in and kind of pulls out, you see a bunch of coins that just start clink, clink, like falling out into the pouch.
Oh.
It won't be able to hold everything that's in there.
Okay, bring me the money.
Okay.
So you, after several kind of back and forths, roll a d100.
25.
Okay. Okay. You receive, hold on, let me just get you with this about 223 gold.
All right.
Just stole Iolite's gold.
I'm just writing
And-
it down. We will distribute it later.
Should have played a rogue, sir.
I'll do that for you.
You did the work. I just had the bad idea.
We're over here
I
like...
probably would have gotten like stuck to it or something.
You would have, yeah. We're over here like dealing out money between us.
A diamond
Worthwhile.
worth 150 gold.
Oh.
Ooh.
And there's like a small, it's not quite a vial, it's like a circular little salve container with this dark, syrupy looking something inside of it.
I'll identify that later. I'm saving my spell slots.
Can I have everybody roll another wisdom check as you sat, waiting, looking around this room?
Oof.
I got distracted.
Just to check my
I rolled the same thing every single one.
Check or a saving throw?
Sorry, saving throw.
I passed.
I think you're the only
I rolled
one.
an 11, so like a 17. Every single, all three of
Oh,
the
wow.
checks. It's so weird.
I don't know if pass yet. I rolled pretty good that time.
And below a 12.
11.
All right, both of you roll a d10.
I borrowed D10. That's the only one. Actually, nope. I'm sorry. This is that's a
1.
1,
2.
2.
I forgot the percentile one is also like a D10.
Okay.
Because they're all round, it's hard to tell which ones are which.
Well, I don't have D10s though because I don't really need them. Yeah. So.
Eldon, as your friends are like just finishing up gathering the rest and you have your arrow ready to go,
The two looters.
you see
Distracted.
right behind, not behind you, but right directly to your left, probably 10 feet away from you, one of the cocoons opens and you see a face of what appears to be like a rotted human or elf or some kind of humanoid that is tearing its way out of the cocoon and looks at you and then begins to lunge in your direction.
Hello, Bobbit.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna, guys, and I'm gonna fire off the arrow that I've got.
Okay. Roll an attack.
Please tell me that I didn't just like bury that into one of my friends.
Oh, God.
It's 19 to hit.
Roll damage.
One of us
Oh,
to be shoot.
no.
Did you shoot at me? Just kidding.
9.
Kethra, you feel an arrow. You turn to look and you see like a hint of terror on Eldon's eyes as he looks directly. He goes, guys, and then lets loose this arrow. You have just enough time to hold your arms up as an arrow like pierces through your shoulder.
Can I silvery barbs that?
You are doing this.
Our greed.
You are managing your mage
Curse our
hand.
greed.
We're like,
Ooh, a diamond. Look, the diamond, we did
9
need a
points of
diamond.
damage.
Yes, and let's see. Roll me another wisdom saving throw very quickly.
you do this every game. You kill us every game.
19 plus 1.
Okay, the moment that the arrow hits and you hear the familiar voice of Kethra going, that creature that was lunging just switches and you see Kethra with probably a similar look like,
You motherfucker. His face turns like white. Like he is just, oh my god. Oh, and he's just confused as fuck.
Theratrix looks at you, like wraps around your neck a little bit and,
Chokes me out.
yeah.
Breaks my neck.
Why, Papa?
Nyx is going to jump out of my bag and jump in front of me and not let anyone near me because he doesn't know who to trust now.
Eldon, what did you do?
He's gonna drop his bow. I'm so sorry. It was a monster in the cocoon, and I shot it, and I don't know.
Oh, well, you shot me.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
What the can we just, this cave is fucking with all of us. Can we not shoot first? Please?
And as you say that, Kethra, you look and there are no exits to this room.
And guys, it looks like there's no way fucking out now. Am I the only one seeing that?
You all could see the two perfectly fine.
Yeah, that.
Is it my turn?
It's this way.
It's my turn? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can't trust. Apparently, none of us can trust anything we see at this point, so.
We have to trust what each other is saying. We have to go forward, but we don't know how many more tricks are ahead of us.
So if any of us sees anything, we have to say what we see, and then everyone else has to confirm what we see before we shoot things at people.
I mean,
Yeah?
the one that I saw, he was. If I did not do anything, he would have bit me.
Let's go.
Next time, I will not use violence.
We are all protecting one another.
He's gonna sling his bow on his back so he doesn't shoot anybody else. Kethra, are you okay?
Yeah, I've had worse. It's okay.
If I take a step towards you, so if he takes a step towards Kethra, is Kethra gonna kill him?
She might not, but Nyx is gonna lunge and hiss at you until you he knows you're okay.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna have his hands up. I'll have my hands up, and we're just gonna slowly.
Nyx is doing.
Theretrix is going to
Closer.
come down and kind of like
Is he
little.
run interference for me?
Yeah, just kind of like in between and
Interference
just like
next.
slowly.
Until
slithering.
I'm within distance.
Like Catherine go. It's okay, Nyx. It's okay. It's okay.
And very slowly, because I think you're a lot like Kai with this. He's gonna put his hand out and on like the wound, and I'll cast Cure Wounds. That's if she lets me and doesn't turn into a bear and bite me in half.
Not this time. Not this time.
Theretrix looks up and says, "We will protect you, Kethra.
Appreciate that. Thanks.
I'm
You
s-
get to roll
Oh,
the healing."
5 plus 1, 6 points of healing. It's not everything I took. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's close enough.
Like with his hand, you said it was right here. Or wherever you got hit. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Eldon. No hard feelings. Just please don't shoot me again.
No,
All right, cool. Because that sucked.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going. If anything looks weird, I'll say something.
That would be awesome. Thank
Okay.
you.
Yes, everyone speak up.
So you're heading through the door.
Heading through the door.
All right. You head through the door and slam your face on the wall.
Oh God!
Ah, so it's not there.
You'll hear Eldon. Ha!
And then you all look, and there are no exits to this room that you are in, except Kethra. You look, and you can see in the direction that you had come. There is now an open, wide, kind of dark water, black pool,
Awesome.
and that seems to be the only way.
Guys, behind us, do you guys see that big? I'm not seeing shit again, right? There's a giant pool, like black hole pool behind us. Does everyone else see
You see
that?
it. You all do.
Is it like
Yes, we can see it.
Fuck,
the
that'll take the way
perimeter?
out, guys.
It's not the entire perimeter. It's like where you came from. Instead of there being an opening where that you walked through, instead there's just this dark divot that seems to be like a dark pool of water that is now there.
I am like briskly going to have like one hand on the wall and like go around the room, but also have like one hand like this in case anything's gonna like I'm gonna walk into something and just like no.
Are those sticky
I don't
things
believe
all
that.
around still?
They're
or-
still there. The room looks exactly the same except for the entrances are gone.
So as I go around with my hand on the wall, feeling along the wall.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Can I pick up a rock and throw it in the pool?
You can. So you grab one of the little broken off pieces of stalactite or mite and just like toss it in, and you hear the plunk, and then
We all hear the plunk?
yes,
So
you
it
all.
plunked, it plunked, it didn't slunk.
No,
It slunk, whatever.
and you see.
You think it's the tar monster from the Next Generation?
Yeah, like I wanted to know if it was gonna splash or was it just gonna
I
thunk.
am evil.
There is a faint glow in this room as well, like that the little bit of glow has been there all along. But as it gets closer to that pool, there is no there is no glow down into it. It stops at the edge of the water.
I'm just kind of gonna look down and be like, "This is clearly a trap."
The cocoon nearest me, I'm gonna pull a dagger and try to like cut through it to see what's in it.
Okay. Roll a strength check.
All right. 19 total.
Okay. So it's tough going. As you cut, it's like similar, if spiders were our size, like imagining how crazy their webs would be, this is like similar, but not the same. As you cut through, like it's sticking to the knife and you have to like pull it out and try to cut in a separate angle, and eventually as you cut away, what you see is like this head flops out, but it's not a human head. It is more of a mouth, and it's like a brownish, dark green, open, almost like a worm, where it just kind of comes out, and there's all these jagged teeth and like a piercing spike in the middle of the mouth, and it's like a husk though. It's kind of been
So it's
drained.
dead?
It's dead.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's just
That's fucking disconcerting. Can we look up? Is there a ceiling to this?
it is probably 35, 40 feet in
But
in
we
places.
can see
You can see the glow. Like it's hard to tell exactly how high it is, but you can see that there is a ceiling in this place. Yeah,
And there's nothing up there.
there's nothing up there except for more.
This
web
whole
and
time, nobody
cocoons.
asked about the ceiling, and it just popped in my head, and I just thought of this giant spider.
Just sitting up there watching.
Yes.
Good, good.
Hey, hey.
I personally do not want to be jumping in there, and we have a now fish dragon. Perhaps he can go see what there is.
I wouldn't send Beatrix down there.
Kyle, can you put your light ball like closer? Maybe we can see a little deeper.
Kyle, move the moat to like right above it, like within a foot.
It hovers above, and you can see, maybe like the glow of it, that it does go down, but then eventually, pretty quickly, your vision of what you can see goes black. It's black water. Like you can see that it is not, an inch. It goes and disappears below.
Izzy, and some kind of notification popped up. I don't know if you wanted to like make sure it's still fine.
Where is it?
It like went away.
Oh.
It was like bloop bloop. Maybe I imagined it.
No.
Maybe it's the
What did you
game.
roll on the
Roll a
deep
wisdom
I
end?
thought I
save.
saw something come on and off, but
Probably did.
Could have been that the food arrived.
No, I don't have this hooked up to the internet. I do have it hooked up to the fucking internet, you son of a bitch. I turned you off.
It's Skynet. It doesn't want to be turned off.
Test. Okay, it's still.
Have we been recording the whole time?
Yes, we have. Cool. Okay, it looks like it's. It might have been Discord because it was on the internet. You son of a bitch. All right, thank you. I think we're okay.
So anyways, we have a fish dragon.
What do you think, Theratrix? Want to go take a look?
Theratrix is like kind of curled around your feet, and he looks up at you. Nothing will come between myself and this mission.
All right, calm the fuck down.
I am a keeper of my fellow beings from this day until my last.
Eldon's gonna pick him up, pop him on his shoulder, take a few steps, and jump into the black water with Theratrix.
I meant just Beatrix.
And as you do,
no.
It is a gaping maw.
that is where we will take a break.
Are you ready for an adventure? Step into a world of excitement, strategy, and imagination at Captain Con. Dive into epic miniature wargame tournaments. Visit our board game library. Compete in our costume contest. Immerse yourself into our role-playing zone. explore the vendor hall, or learn a new game in our demo zone. Join us at Captain Con and experience a tabletop gaming party where fun knows no bounds. February 2nd through the 4th, 2024 in Warwick, Rhode Island. Check us out at CaptainCon.com.
And we return as Eldon, wrapped in Theratrix,
Fly in the wind
dives
himself into a black hole.
face first into a hole that may or may not.
Hands first.
Hands first.
He didn't.
I don't know why I saw you going like a fly in the window.
But again, why would you dive? Why not just
Pencil?
pencil? Just chuck into a cannonball.
It doesn't look as cool as a dive wrapped with a water dragon.
And neither does fucking dying.
I mean, sound logic. Sound logic. I get you.
All right, so you dive in. Everyone else, you see Theratrix and Eldon disappear into the black water below. But
I just do one of these.
Did he just jump in? Like, that would be Kevin. Did he just jump in?
Yep.
It's like the new Ninja Turtles. He jumped. What? He jumped?
I'm just making sure this isn't the cave fucking with me again, guys.
No, he jumped in.
Kyle walk over to the edge and try and look down. Can he see anything?
you cannot see anything lower than a foot, maybe 2.
Can I send the orb down? I think I can send it 15 feet away from me.
Yeah.
Ish.
So you send it.
Just hits me with it.
Just beams you right off the head with it.
So you dove in, and so Kai sending the orb down the moat, it does go down into the water, but then it doesn't. There's nothing really for it to illuminate. It's just dark water, and you don't see anything. Eldon diving in. Luckily for you, as you go in, there does appear to be a tunnel that is in front of you. So you kind of dive in, and then there's space that immediately as you go. Theratrix unwinds and then begins kind of going, but it is black water. So what are you doing?
So it's just dark, or is when you say black water? it's
You,
just
if you
very-
open your eyes, you can't see anything. It is
Can
darkness.
Theratrix?
Yeah.
He can see.
hmm He's a dragon, right? He's got dark
Yeah.
vision. Yeah. He can see.
With his mental connection, I'll ask Theratrix, what do you see?
As he's like,
Okay. Theratrix is going to. He just kind of slaps your hand with his tail.
He'll hang on to one of those
And
spikes.
he continues on, and you hear him in your mind say, "It looks to continue. I see the end. 30 feet." And he just keeps... As you go, though, you begin to feel that it kind of compresses in. It's like you're under the water, and it is black.
This is the shit that nightmares are made out of.
Yeah.
that's where I just die in the cave, not in the water.
I was like, I live here now.
I mean,
I'll
honestly,
make a stage.
she would contemplate doing the risk of Misty stepping through the wall that we just came from.
Oh no.
So as you go, Theratrix being smaller and now an aquatic dragon is just kind of going through, but you do feel that at a certain point you have to let go and almost pull yourself through as it begins to compress a little bit. It does. I'm gonna have you roll a Constitution save as you go.
Very uncomfy.
No, that was a 3.
Ooh, shit.
6 total.
You feel.
No, go. I rolled it. I'm just gonna roll it. I made this dumbass decision. We're gonna see where this
You'll
goes.
see it through.
You feel the walls getting closer and closer, and hey, you just said Eldon's kind of jacked. So his muscle, it's starting to press against your body, and you feel a little bit of a panic as your movement is reduced by 5 feet in this moment as you're swimming. So you've made it about 15 feet and then another 10. And you can't see, but Theratrix is saying, like, keep going, keep coming, keep swimming.
He's not mentioning that, like, the hole out is, like, this big.
He gets through it like an octopus, like how they can get through.
He's like, it's
tiny
good.
things.
Just I see 30 feet and there's a way out. It's right here. Just all you have to just keep swimming. You're fine.
You can hear Theratrix in your mind, and he says, I can feel your heart racing. I would say to breathe, but that would be a bad decision.
If Eldon's eyes were open, Theratrix would see them roll.
Just a little further. Try to calm yourself. I'm going to have you roll another Constitution save.
So 13.
You pull yourself through this tunnel, and it begins to widen a little bit as you go. And as you make your final like push, and you can see ahead that like glow coming from like the end is there, and then you feel something tug on your leg.
Oh no.
I'm gonna have you make another Constitution saving throw. As the panic begins to kind of rise, and you stop for a moment.
10.
Okay.
I thought it was a nat 1, to be completely honest, at first. I almost died, but it's a 7.
There is something that is holding onto your leg. What is everybody else doing?
Kai is
Checking my non-existent watch
Everybody
to
is
see,
breathing
like, how
freely.
long. Yeah.
Breathing freely.
What can we do?
Kai is pacing. How long has Eldon been gone for?
It has only been maybe 25, 30 seconds.
There's nothing. There's no bubbles.
There were bubbles at first.
Not anymore. Though.
You looking down into where the water is in that dark, inky blackness there, you do see the moat, and it is just hovering, and there you don't see any sign of Eldon.
What do we do? Just do something.
Is he part fish now? If the dragon is part fish.
Well, this is something. Kai walks in.
Okay.
No.
Kai steps forward and disappears into the darkness. So, you look down and...
You're pushing all the buttons.
There's a
You
zero.
two are killing me. Is what Cameron's saying.
Bioluminescence in this pool, right?
Nothing in the water. It's dark. It's just black.
I grab both of their arms, like, please no, please don't go in.
I'm not
Please.
going in there.
Please don't go in. What do we do?
We wait.
I'll have you roll a Constitution saving throw as you kind of push off from the wall and begin going into the tunnel.
22.
Oh, okay. The look in your face, which is like...
Your swim speed is regular,
Um,
like you don't have anything special.
yeah,
Okay, so you're just kind of
I have
pushing through.
35-foot walking, or if the walls are close enough, I have a 35-foot climb speed because of my spider climb.
Okay.
So I can just like upside down on the tunnel, just like
Okay.
if that makes me move faster. And
Let's
I'll
see.
keep the orb because I have dark vision. I'll keep the orb
Behind
behind me so that if anyone else comes, the light will be like 30 feet behind me.
Okay. You are kind of crawling your way through this tunnel, and you have dark vision. I'm going to say it's black water, a little bit different than if you were kind of in a open space, but you can see like the faint hint of that like light, that glow coming, but also something blocking it. And you can kind of tell like
Please
there's a
tell
little
me
bit
I
of
don't kick you in the
there's
face.
like panic going on, panicked movements you can see, and like something has caught on Eldon's pants as he's gone through. It could be a root from who knows where, or like a little bit of rock, something.
Am I up to him yet, or
Yeah,
am I still?
I would say with your speed, like you've just kind of climbed your way up through.
Can I take a bloodletter shadow and try and like clear off whatever's attached to him?
Easily, actually. There's more of like a panic going on with Eldon that he just can't. As you kind of have crawled through, you have that almost stickiness or something to you where you've been able to kind of pull yourself through, and even though it's gone tight, you move so quickly. This is more looking and seeing like the movement and not being able to reach down, like it's so tight in that spot. You're able to kind of, you feel another something grabbing onto your leg.
Here's all the bubbles just going out.
And in your mind you can still hear Theratrix saying, "Calm yourself, Eldon. Calm yourself. You're almost there." And then you feel your leg come free and you can push off. And
Oh, he's scooting. He's scooting.
through to the other side, and you emerge, like taking that deep breath on the other side in another chamber, not quite as tall. It's a large chamber that extends out like a tunnel that has been carved, and it's big, like some kind of huge creature, dragon-sized. Not foreshadowing anything, just if something were to carve through, that's what it would look like. And there's still stalactites hanging from the ceiling in this place, and you can kind of climb out onto the into the room. And right behind you, as you like get up and turn around, you see this. You pull yourself up out and look behind you, and this pale white face just
Rise just like that.
No.
Literally, like out of the pool, just.
That's how
He's
fucking,
dry. Like, it was actually
just how
dry.
Leslie Nielsen rises and Dracula dead and loving it.
Just so slowly and methodical. And he's like,
And Theratrix is waiting on the pool, like, edge there, and just kind of, like, comes around and sits and looks at you. You're okay.
That was scary.
It was.
Thank you, I think.
Well, I wasn't just gonna stand around. Good thing I moved.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps we should send Theratrix to tell him there's an opening on the other side.
Iolite's going to be a tough one to get.
Well, it's either she gets in the water or she gets used to that cave.
I will protect her. Goes right into the water, swims through. As you all are having your conversation on the other side, you see Theratrix's head pop up. There's like the little kind of whiskers that a catfish has, like hanging off the side. It is only about 30 feet or so to the other side, but it is a tight squeeze. I can guide you.
There's gotta be like a different way.
I did not see one.
Not unless we can blast our way through the rock.
Can you do that?
I do not think so.
I'm like, I don't think I know I can't do that.
Unfortunately, we cannot leave half of the party on the other side. I would have to go with Eldon and leave you behind and therefore be unable to protect you. It's not acceptable.
Do we really think Yuritsa went this way?
I have no idea at this point. She could be anywhere if it is. The path has changed 2 times now, that we know of.
Path has always been the same.
Why do you not hold on to Theratrix? I guess we will follow behind. Can Can you turn into a fish or something?
I can. I don't really want to, but
I suppose it depends on how well you can swim.
I'm a pretty good swimmer, so we'll be all right.
Are you a good swimmer?
I am, but I do not like dark water. But we have little choice.
Okay, then.
You can hold the dragonfish.
How long had this conversation been?
Just as long as it was.
Eldon will check in with Theratrix, making sure everything is okay.
He says, everything is going well.
They're still talking.
What do you think if we rigged up, had Theratrix pass through some sort of a rope? I have plenty on me. Might make it easier for them to follow.
Perhaps that way we can, if they all just get in a chain, we can pull the rope as they swim.
He's gonna put that through a Theratrix
Okay. Theratrix
to discuss with the other three.
looks at all of you. Eldon says that we can use a rope. I can pass it through. Would that work?
Sure.
I mean, I guess it won't make it worse.
Who has rope?
Eldon.
Eldon has rope.
Ah.
My character's always. I don't know what it is.
Here's your fucking rule.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, main thing you need this fucking rope for. That's what I think of every single time.
I mean, using his he's got climbing gear in his, so he's gonna take.
I will return. And he
I will be back.
dips his head underneath the black water. I need everybody to roll a wisdom saving throw. As you have taken your time discussing this.
You did like a tinfoil
That
hat.
hum just goes, it never disappeared.
Oh, do you mean everybody?
Everybody.
Oh, balls.
Balls.
Now this passageway is gonna disappear.
No.
The tunnel's gonna disappear.
Oh, I hope not. I'm at the whim of the dice as well, my friends. Who got below a 12?
I got a 12.
You're good. Meets it, beats it.
Oh fuck! There goes our rope.
11.
There goes our fucking rope.
Go ahead
Great.
and
I'm
roll
the only one in the room.
me
with
a
the guy
D10.
with the guy who's got a happy trigger string.
4.
Okay.
No.
God damn it! No.
What an interesting story, though.
I was gonna describe how I have a climbing python or piton. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. I was gonna hammer it into the rock. That way we can, secure the rope.
Okay. So you.
And now I got a stake in my hand with a hammer and a fucking vampire. This-
I was gonna say, like, you're pulling out the rope and suddenly you're like, just light a torch. And just
You sit and you begin hammering into the rock. You can hear the cling, cling as you're like hitting that piton into the rock to set everything. And as you do, like, you're very focused on this. Obviously, trying not to hit your own hand and all of that. And you notice that the sound of the echo begins to change. And you stop in a moment, and when you look up, you are entirely alone in this room. And the water is there, and you look to the side where Kai should be, and Kai is not there. And you realize that you are alone again. Except this time, you don't have an egg, you don't have any promise of a drake or a companion. You don't have anyone telling you that you are special and you will receive something special one day. You like kind of call out for Theratrix and there is no answer. And 5, 10, 25, a minute goes by and you're just there.
And you didn't even take any of those drug thorns to just help you feel happy.
I don't even know what to do.
You are alone.
He's alone.
Just start panicking.
I was gonna say, looking around, is it still the same room?
It's still the same room. There's even an exit. Like it's a more of a hallway than a room. It's just like a big hall that continues off into the darkness behind you.
He's gonna finish. We'll finish hammering and tying off that rope,
Okay.
and he'll throw the rope in the water. Then he's gonna walk towards the exit.
Okay.
Eldon, where are you going? Eldon. Eldon.
You don't hear anything. You are walking in darkness. You are alone. You will be forgotten in here. You will have nobody to tell your tale. And your mother and father will never know what happened to you. You are just an alone person walking in darkness. You are not special. You never were. You just will disappear. And it will be like you never existed. And that weight is just pressing.
Sounds like everything my parents ever
in
your life.
I didn't want to make the joke because she was narrating.
I know, but I caught your eye. I couldn't fucking help it.
I was just going to leave him go,
sound familiar. Just say, oh man. I'm sorry, Izzy.
Listen, I'm not trying to.
you're taking
this
this to a deep dark
I'm
place.
talking about your characters. Yeah, so that pressing weight of knowledge of if you're not a keeper, then who are you? You are no one. You are alone.
He'll still keep trying to move towards that exit with, like, not like sobbing, but just those, like, when you've got tears coming from your face, but you're so, like, drained
Yeah.
that you're not actually, like,
Yeah.
crying. It's just going. It just
Okay.
goes.
Kai, you see Eldon is walking. And Theratrix pops up out of the water. And the rope is there, but he looks and sees Eldon and
Theratrix, bring them the rope. I'll get Eldon. Wait for the signal.
I cannot feel him. He comes out of the water. You're gonna need to persuade him if you want him to do what you want him to do.
Theratrix, I assure you, let me take care of Eldon. We need to get the others. Please.
I'll have you roll a persuasion check.
16?
He stops for a moment and watches as Eldon is walking away into the darkness, like down this long hallway. And then he turns around and then jumps into the water.
Kai goes after Eldon.
Okay.
What have I done?
Theratrix jumps in and like swims through quickly to the other side. It only takes, 10 seconds or less for him to pop back up. And he says, "We must go quickly, now." And he has the rope, tosses it up there, and then jumps right back in.
I hand you the rope first.
Well,
And then-
I was gonna ask the
Yep.
Theratrix something before he
Okay.
jumped back in. Do I actually get him before he goes back in?
Yeah.
Hey, but
He pops his head back up, and his little whiskers are like,
is it deep?
no,
Okay.
it's just long.
I don't want to sink.
Sinking will be okay.
Okay
So, you have,
Okey
like,
doke.
go. You first,
Okay,
then
okay,
I
okay.
push you like behind her. You grab the rope, and then I'll just grab
Before I
the
jump
tail
in, I
end of
put
it.
Nick's in my bag in his little pocket dimension, so he doesn't have to remember. any
Oh,
of this.
baby. Yeah.
All right. Who's
I'm
going
gonna-
first?
I guess I'm going first. Sounds like.
Oh, I thought we were all holding on to the rope and getting dragged.
No, there's nobody to drag you on the other side. You
Kethra
just
will
We're
go
having to
first.
like pull ourselves.
Yeah,
Oh.
you have to pull
Oh,
yourself.
Kethra will
okay.
go first, because worst case scenario, if we get stuck, I can turn into something fishy and try to get us out.
Well, you're like a strong. Maybe you should go before me.
Yeah. Are you a stronger swimmer?
Iolite's
I
going
don't
last.
I should go last. I
I mean,
think.
technically, Ayla can turn into something fishy too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you do have wild shape if you wanted.
I guess so. Narratively,
Narratively.
I have chosen that she does not do
Okay.
that, but technically she
doesn't
does.
No water.
All right, so Kethra, you can go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw as you begin to head into the black water, pulling on, or like kind of pulling yourself through on the rope. And at first it's
14?
not too bad. You do feel like that panic in your throat, but you swallow it down and keep going. Who's next? Ayla, go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, yeah. Fill with this. All right,
Six.
saving.
Seven.
It's a saving throw.
Oh, seven.
It's a-
Okay.
a
All right.
saving
Yes.
throw?
20.
Nat 20.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
For a total of 20. Woo!
21.
21. Okay. So you pull yourself
We're
through.
gonna swap out dice today. You're not
Kind of-
one, but you're not doing great.
Using your tail to push yourself along as well, you can
Oh, yeah, I forgot
get a
you have,
goad.
A tail.
Fuck, I use it all the time.
I know, but I just forgot like how handy it could come in.
You kind of like push Kethra along in a more inspiring way of just like the confidence behind your movements. Iolite, you can roll your first Constitution save.
A little shove in the ass. Little
A nat 20.
Nice.
22.
22. All right. Describe how you feel as you jump into this water.
Just like the fear as I kind of get into the tunnel part. I'm like, oh, this isn't like deep. I can actually feel the ground below me as I'm pulling myself through. So like this sucks, but like I don't have that. I have a feeling of like I'm actually in control of like where I'm going. So I'm like, okay.
And you hold on to that as you go through, and then you begin to feel the walls pressing in. But you all rolled really well, so this might be your only last roll. You can roll another con save. As you are leading in that pressure.
21.
There you go. The pressure of being the leader, but you can feel, and like, although you can't see Theratrix anymore, there's just that knowledge. Like, other people have made this, you are in control. It's not as if you can sink into nothingness. You just pull yourself along. Another Constitution save.
17.
Okay. You feel Kethra moving more quickly through, and you can see, like, within seconds you'll be up out of the water.
6.
Okay. You feel yourself making your way through, and their confidence is there, and then the walls like start to come in, and then you're pulling, and your hand slips, and you kind of pull back a little bit, and you begin to panic, and you slow down. Kethra and Ayla, you come up out of the water on the other side. You can see Theratrix has kind of waited for a second. The moment he saw your heads pop up, he has started zipping down the zipping down the hallway.
Made him so gross.
He's a fucking water snake.
As you pull yourselves up out of the water and turn around. I like one more roll. Let's see.
18.
Okay. I actually forgot this one part too. For Eldon, you are actually going to take 4 points of damage from that one roll that you failed that I forgot to roll this one.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, it's more of like a...
From being sad?
No, from being stuck under there
Oh,
and
okay.
failing.
I thought
it was just sadness.
No, it's just... And you will take 3 points of damage for... I mean, it's damage, quote unquote, but it's more of like against your... It's more like...
This is
against
emotional
your
damage.
stamina. Yeah.
This is emotional damage.
Yeah.
It's trauma. It's okay.
I thought you were saying because of my like alone, sad tears. You
No,
know?
this has a more a different impact to you. But you, what was your second roll here?
18.
Okay. Yes.
Oh, no, wait. The second one or the third
The
one?
third one, sorry.
Yeah, 18.
Okay. You feel that panic, but then pull through, and then there's a tense, that tense 2 seconds where that feels like 20, where you're sitting and staring at the water, and you're almost, Ayla, about to say, I'm going to go back in for it. And then she pops her head up and takes a deep breath.
Like, grab her and, like, help her
She
out of the
feels
water.
heavier somehow.
But my -1 in strength.
It's almost like when people get wet, yeah, they get heavier, but there's just something about Iolite when she's wet. It's just like, everyone, when she's wet, she just gets so much heavier. You pull her up out of the water.
Oh, God.
I'm so wet.
I'm so sad. I'm so wet.
Where's everyone else?
I have not.
Are
really
you
looked
seeing
around.
people missing too?
No, everyone is here. I think. Do I see them?
You have dark vision, so you can see like Kai is following behind, and Eldon that's just walking as if, and Theratrix is on the ground doing the do.
They're heading that way.
All right. I'll scrabble up off the ground. Try to run to catch up to them.
When Kai gets close enough to Eldon, he's gonna try and like put a hand on him to like shake him.
Okay, roll a wisdom saving throw, Eldon.
15 total.
Okay. You continue walking in this darkness, and everyone has abandoned you. Or maybe they got lost. Maybe another hole opened up somewhere. You can't feel Theratrix. And then you do feel a hand that holds onto your shoulder. And for a moment, there's a claw attached to it, but a familiar one. As you turn and see Master Andrax's hand like gripping onto your shoulder. And that wave of familiarity and camaraderie and that belonging, like just seeing it, and as you turn and instead you see Kai is there, but someone is there. And you look back at the hand and it's not Master Andrax's, it's Kai's, who's grabbed onto your shoulder, and you look around and you are still in that same hallway, but when you turn, you see Kai and your friends are running down the hall to you.
Eldon,
Yeah.
you're back.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
The others just arrived. Collect your thoughts.
Yeah, give me a minute. Just kind of like go off to the side and just kind of sit.
Okay.
Try to process that like crushing. He just felt like he just experienced an eternity of fucking sadness and crushing and loneliness.
Not knowing what he went through, I just run up with big, heavy, water-soaked rope. And I go, "This is a good idea," and I throw it at him. Oh, and your metal thing.
As you all stand there, kind of catching your breath and looking down, you can see that the hallway, it started off very high ceilings, and then it starts to dip back down again and turns off to the right.
Is it bioluminescence here again?
Yes, yeah. You do see that there's a glow.
And no spider webs.
There are webs. Not spiders, but whatever that sticky web-like substance is, there's more of it here. And the hum ever present. Not here. There's little clumps of the webbing around on the floor and on the ceilings, but no cocoons.
Do we need a minute to catch our breath, or shall we continue?
I don't know if we have a minute.
Do I still believe it's been hours? Like, how long do these effects
For
not wear off?
it could have been hours. It's hard. Like once, in this particular case, time isn't real. Like, in general, it's not a real thing. We're just here in the moment, and this moment is the only moment that we have. There is no time, really. So it could have been. There would be no way for you to know if it's been 2 hours that have passed or 2 minutes unless you had a watch. Like time just. The only thing is in this moment, it felt like you had walked hours. But you can't take that back, if that makes sense. You can't take back feeling
It
like
felt
you
like
were.
hours to me.
Yeah, it
so.
felt like hours to you, and it remains. It could have been hours, it could have been minutes.
I do not know. I don't know what kind of time we have or not. What's her name? I can't read my writing.
Yuritsa.
Yoritza has been here much longer than we have been looking for. We do not know what manner of trickery has happened to her in that time.
I say we keep moving.
I reached down to Eldon.
As you stand there, you see from near your feet, there must be openings in the side because water kind of rises up as you stand there. There's that moment of like panic as it rises up about a little bit past your knees and then goes right back down and disappears into the sides of the tunnel.
It's best we go.
Sam Kyle put the moat out in front, and whoever's leading Kyle, walk beside them so that the light is in the front.
Okay.
I give Eldon's hand a squeeze before I let it go.
Eldon won't be taking the lead
Okay.
for a little while.
Who's in front?
I
What's the marching order of this day?
Kethra will go first.
Okay, Kethra is leading.
Kethra and Kai.
Oh
Okay.
shit! Is that the first time Kethra's taken the front? Hell yeah!
Find out if you like it or not.
Taking the lead.
A lot of people freaking out, so she's like, I ain't getting stuck
I'm
behind.
gonna go home. She wants to go home. Yeah, get out of here.
Okay.
Is that water coming up?
Yeah, it's the tide echoing through the cave system.
Motorboat.
I'm gonna have, as you continue, you start to see that the glowing, as you're continuing down this more twisting and turning tunnel that has gotten smaller as you go, and then in some areas it widens again. One more wisdom saving throw, as the humming has at this point begun to get louder and more present. And as always,
My calculator again.
12 or more, you're good. Who got below a 12?
Who got below?
24.
You got below a 12 again?
6.
All right.
Both of you?
And it's like part of me wants to cash in on this thing, but at the same time I'm like, fuck it.
All right, Eldon and Kai, go ahead and roll d10s.
One.
Oh, that might be fine. Sure, it's good.
Two.
Sure, it's fine.
Oh no!
More sadness. See, I feel like if it was like reversed,
Don't
then
shoot me
you
this
would've
time.
been-
Just kidding.
What'd you say?
Just don't shoot me this
shoot
time.
anybody.
He's so sad.
Poor
If
Ellen's
he's
having
around
a
another
bad
monster,
day.
he just might be like,
No.
Take it.
You know what? You can have me.
Okay, so as you are walking along, Kai, you round a bend, and the hum gets much louder. And hold on, I gotta get to my description here. So as you round the bend, your eyes are drawn to a grotesque tapestry woven with glistening strands of webbing. At its center Ensnared within a silken thread is a body, partially wrapped. And as you exit the tunnel that you are in, this wide chamber opens up, and this is what you see. The low hum has grown in intensity. All of you come around the bend and see this, just what I just described, this webbing that is hanging, all this dark brown and green. You see this body partially wrapped, and like the top part of it just kind of hanging over, with a dwarven woman, vacant gaze, just staring out, but locked on this creature that is now claiming her. You see a monstrous aberration. The body is a fusion of octopoid grace and unsettling angularity of a spider. Sinewy,
Spider puss.
spindly legs extend from the central mass, each terminating in razor-sharp, hook-like appendages. There are clusters of iridescent, luminescent eyes that dot the creature's face. Each orb is fixated on Yaritza, suspended before it. And as you emerge from the space, from the tunnel, you see this like beak that kind of comes out from the center, much like an octopus, and just kind of like appears to be moving towards Yaritza's body. You see it has this sickly blend of deep ocean blues and like these ashen grays of its skin, transitioning between the two colors as if it's changing, kind of like the sea. And it is pulsating with this otherworldly bioluminescence.
Ew.
That casts like flickering shadows. There are all these tentacles that are hanging off of it, and they are moving with like this grace, but also that like angularity of the spider legs. It is unlike anything that you have ever seen. You can feel that the hum seems to be kind of resonating off of its body, and it is being amplified by the cave itself. As you turn, Kai, you look at all of this in front of you, and then you turn back to look where you all came, and the entrance is gone. There is nothing there.
We have no way out.
And Eldon, you look down, and there are these 3 or 4 little kind of creatures that look almost exactly like what you had cut away, coming at your legs.
Does everybody see the giant spider octopus and these little things crawling towards me? And he's gonna unsling his bow as he says that, hoping that it's not one of his friends.
Okay.
We don't see any of it, right?
Yeah, it doesn't
Not
actually
really there,
exist.
right?
You do not see, what you see is Theratrix, but I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, that's 18 plus 1 for 19.
Okay. With your friends kind of saying, no, that's Theratrix. You blink, you like hold on, blink your eyes, and when you open, you can see Theratrix is just looking up at you, his little, like, catfish
I
thing.
saw that.
Like an arrow pointing
I
He's
saw
like,
that. I
Blink's like,
thought
"Father."
that. I was like, oh no. What's about the size of those little things? Theratrix. Oh no.
But you all do look and see that this creature is definitely there. And as you do, you also begin to kind of notice that like there's a hum, and then there are words that begin to come out from a side of the room that you are in. I'm gonna get the map.
All right. I had a plan, and then I read it, and I can't do it.
Oh. I know, I gotta remember what
No
spells
plan.
I can do.
What are my spells again?
Alright,
Going through my mind right now.
Ooh.
It's It's not as cool as I didn't have. Oh,
Ooh, that looks creepy.
We need more
I
room
like
in
it.
this room.
I didn't have the spider webbing that I thought we had. Hold on. We have to hold. There we go. Right here. Okay.
Let's see what horrible creature we have, because I'm pretty sure
I don't
I was
have
unaware
a
of
spider.
having a spider puss.
No, I don't have a spider puss, so then you're gonna have to use your imagination there. You all are over here, so you can put yourselves where you would be.
I think
As I described.
I think are we up there? Oh yeah, I see my flames. Oh, do you hear that? Nice. I'll wait for that all day.
I would actually just scoot that forward just slightly. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Right about there's good.
Doesn't need to be raised.
Nope, that's good.
Okay.
So we came in over here.
Yep, you're over on that end, yeah.
I'll just put everything
Ah,
circular,
we're all
I
stuck
guess.
together.
Thank you. Since she's first, she's.
Oh, and here's Nyx. Did you want Nyx to? Or is Nyx still in your?
Nyx is still in my bag. I'll
Yeah,
have
even
him
though I
hide
know
over here.
technically wild shape, I've just like decided
That's fine.
that she doesn't do that.
You do,
that her only
girl.
wild shape is starry form. Especially since because Kethra does wild shape.
You do you.
That's her
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, that was like on space.
Okay.
Sorry, to reach in front of you. It's all good.
That looks like
Behind you.
space. I'll just
I
take
was
that.
supposed to be in front of you.
You want to be in the front?
Yeah, I was supposed to. Be
Oh
in
yeah,
front.
that's right.
Yeah.
You can kick me towards the.
Oh
the
no,
back.
it's cool. I was like, I don't know.
No,
I'm in the
you're
back.
right. You were in front of me. I forgot. Usually I'm in front.
And Nyx is in your bag.
Nyx is still hanging out in the bag. He wants no part of this. I can't say I blame him.
I would stay
You're
in
gonna
the
knock
pocket
over
dimension
you.
too.
Oh, the
That's alright.
cephalopider.
I'll put him back.
I'll get you one of those like claw arms.
Yeah.
Little grabbers.
Or you can just sit in your chair and just be like, move here.
So as you all stand there kind of contemplating what you are seeing, you hear a voice. It is as monotone as the hum that you are hearing in this room that is kind of resonating from this spider octopoid creature. You hear, "Fools, you stand as pawns in Shabaz's grand design. Where the mistress of aberration seeks dominion, do you sense the echoes urging the breaking of barriers, the tremors in the very fabric of reality? The rift, a gateway to transcendence, quivers with anticipation. Power, insatiable and transcendent, is Shabaz's hunger. Across realms we channel her will, converging energies to widen the interstice. A conduit, a fragile nexus where the veil between worlds thins, awaits the mistress's command. And from beside the creature and out from behind, you see a dark shrouded figure, very similar to those that you had seen on the edge of the jungles when the blood-starved beasts had attacked Mosswick, steps out from the side. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
All right, here we go.
Fuck you.
That is the worst roll of the night.
Oh.
Of course it is.
Yeah, it's gonna be like that.
Yep, it is. It's definitely gonna be like that.
I'm sitting at an angle. Gotta sit straight.
Here we
this music.
Doesn't help me much, but
It may be the difference between fucked and totally fucked. So.
I didn't roll particularly great, but I still have a feeling I rolled better than everybody else by all the.
like medium.
I mean, if we all rolled like shit, does it?
We're all collectively fucked if they all rolled like shit.
All right. So, let me roll my initiative for these guys.
So Shabazz,
Yeah, we got a name.
Right? Look
We
at
got a
that.
name.
the mistress of aberration, is about to fuck us up.
Okay. 0 to 5. All right. 6 to 10.
10.
6.
Something like that, right?
I got 2. Excuse me, 4. I thought you were going the other way.
You got 10. Sorry, Kethra.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah.
And above 10, what did you get?
13.
13?
13.
13 dex and dex. Or you can do rollies.
And plus
Whatever
2.
you. My dexterity is +4.
All right, so we got Eldon and Iolite.
Should I do it?
Hey, it's up to you.
Totally up to
Not
you.
everybody can see it. We'll have to relocate it.
All right, so Eldon, you see this creature. There is Yuritsa, who is entwined in some webbing there.
Behind
What?
the creature?
Kind of like
Yeah, the creature.
around it, yeah.
Oh boy.
You see it as you are looking. The eyes, all of them, just kind of shift over into, while it had been staring at Yuritsa, it shifts in your direction.
Well, that's gonna.
It's not very stable, is it?
It's okay.
Well, I think it's supposed to go the other way so that the bottle
Oh, okay.
stands
It
it
can
up.
go either way, whatever you
Like
want.
that?
No, if the
yeah.
bottle's on the,
bottle
ground.
needs to stand it up, right?
Yeah.
Oh, jeepers.
It's okay, as long as you can see it, because you can be the initiative person.
Oh, all right.
All right.
Eldon is going to take a step. It'll still see him if he's over here, right? Probably. Move over slightly. Back, and he's gonna. I guess he'll go and fire a shot at the fucking.
I'm making it
You
more
can-
complicated.
you can put it-
This is making
Yeah, you
it
can
way.
make it just so you can see it. It's
I
fine.
usually just do it on a post-it, so.
Fire a shot at Big Squiddy, I guess.
Big squiddy.
Okay.
But was it the squid that was talking to us? I think it
It's
was
the
the
thing
dude
that I'm scared
next to
of
it.
most looking at those minis.
Okay.
7 plus 9. Was that 16 to hit?
Just gonna pull this so that we can see everybody. There we go. That. Sorry. 16 to hit.
Yes.
That does hit.
Okay. Nah, you know what? It's too late. I already said I was gonna hit. I can't choose what arrow it is. It's just a regular arrow, so. Fuck. It's 11 damage.
All right.
With the bonus action. Ah, fuck! I keep forgetting. I'm like so out of practice now. I have to do that on the next one because I just rolled for damage already. And then he'll take another shot.
Okay.
Ah, fuck. Oh no, that's a 9.
A 9 to hit.
No, 9 plus 9, 18.
Okay. Yep. That does hit.
Okay. He's gonna use Theratrix's reaction to add an extra d6 of damage onto that. I should have done.
Okay.
Hunter's mark first.
That will be.
And he I forgot to pick what type of arrow it is.
It's. Oh.
It's alright. 6, that's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points of damage.
All
I
right.
keep forgetting to choose a type of arrow instead of just the standard one.
Right.
And I forgot to, as a bonus action, he'll cast Hunter's Mark on Big Squid.
All right. Sounds good. You watch the arrows like sink into somewhere on this creature, but as you just kind of like grab arrow and let loose that like panic still inside of your chest, and feel Theratrix aid.
That damage from Theratrix with the arrow in this case, is that
Thunder damage.
it's thunder damage?
Yeah.
So that was 5 points of, or 4 points, I'm sorry, of thunder damage.
Okay. When your arrows hit, you do see that like it hits, and then you kind of almost see like boom, like a little burst somewhere inside of its body. I do not know. I'm just gonna throw this on there because I can't find my.
What
Hunter's
does
Mark.
Hunter's Mark do?
It lets me add a d6, and I can track it if it tries to run.
Got it.
All right. We should have that closer, but Iolite, you are up.
The way I have to do things.
I'm within 120
Yes,
feet of those.
absolutely. Yeah. The ceiling of this chamber is probably a good 40, 50 feet tall, but
Okay.
for now, yeah.
I would like to cast Erupting Earth.
Okay.
On the two of them, which is a dex save of 14.
All right. I'm gonna put. I don't know where my hunter's mark ones went.
I'm like,
Trying
pew
something
pew.
new.
And she's like, make the earth grow.
So you feel and watch there's a rumbling underneath. That's a dex save, you said?
Yeah.
What is the
14.
14? Okay. You see the earth begin to like rumble underneath. Actually, underneath the shrouded figure in the back, it's kind of like standing in the water, and you start to see the rock come shooting up out of the way. They do you see the octopus spider. What are we calling it? Spider-puss shift its body, and the rocks like kind of fly up out of the way, but they both rolled very well, so.
Okay. They do take half damage, I think.
Okay.
So 3d12. Twelve plus 9 plus 6. Pat.
Sorry, what?
12 plus 9 plus
is
6.
21, plus 6, 27.
So half 27.
Half of 27? All right.
It has also made it rough terrain.
All right. And how big of a space is that?
Terrain. Difficult terrain. It is a 12-foot cube. Oh, sorry, I think 20. I think I
20?
said. I meant
Like 12 is kind of
12's a weird number.
an
Yeah.
awkward.
20-foot cube.
Okay.
I think because I saw 3d12 and I got mixed up. I just wanted to spit it out.
All right. This is now difficult terrain. Okay. All right. It gets all rocky. You see water, like the shrouded figure kind of like stumbles a little bit in the space. Okay.
I can move.
I can move you.
Oh.
Just let me know.
I want to try to make it behind that tall.
Okay. So I am going to say that this water is going to be difficult terrain for folks that are, like, once you get onto the gray areas, that's fine, but the water area, so you've got 15 feet. Knowing that as you're sloshing through, do you still want to go in that direction?
Not particularly.
Do you want to try to get behind this one?
Yeah, I kind of want to like squat.
Okay.
Pop a squat behind that one.
All right.
There's a time and a place.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
All right, next up we have Kethra.
Far away am
Can you also turn into a kaiju and we just have a kaiju battle here?
I? I wish. That would be fantastic. For now, I am.
Oh, you know what I forgot to have everybody do? I need you all to roll for your resolve, because this is a creature you have never seen before. Sorry, all of my crazy things. So let me pull up that. I won't take back anything that you did. I'm just we'll go from this point. That you've just been so disturbed. So everybody make an intelligence saving throw.
God damn it.
Let me see what kind of creature this is for you.
17.
Throws off whatever I was going to do next.
Ooh, okay. You needed to beat a 17.
Not
Ooh, I just made
remotely
it.
in the ballpark.
22.
22.
2.
2.
3.
3.
10.
10.
17.
I was hoping you'd say
17.
4.
All right. So you,
Yeah, Druids.
in this moment,
We are
as you
scared
are,
of shit, right?
as you see this creature begin to like move in your direction, yes, you see the stuff rocking and everything. So you were fine. I need you to choose whether you are going to fight, flight, or freeze. And as a reminder of what that does, I'm going to assume that you're not going to flee,
Don't assume anything.
but
It's-
but I'll just describe
the wall
it.
behind us has not become a way out. Not
Yeah, you
solid
can't go.
yet.
Actually, it is solid now.
Ah, fuck.
Or at least that's what you see. Sorry. So if you choose fight, you must attack, but you do so at advantage. You cannot move unless it is to move towards the creature. You get to repeat the save at the end of your turn. To flee, you must run. You will seek the path that will get the source of your fear out of your sight as soon as possible. You can repeat the save at the end of your turn, but you do so at advantage if your line of sight is broken. And then freeze, you are frozen in fear, you are stunned, you cannot do anything, but you can make the save at the start of your turn instead of the end of it. And therefore get your turn back. So, what's everybody choosing? Or I guess I'll have you choose at the start of your turn, that's fine. So, Kethra, you're good. You look at this thing and it is horrible, but just at the edge of like that like kind of bile like comes up in your throat and you're like, no, not today. Not today, motherfucker.
Not today.
Let go of her, you bitch.
All right. And what was I gonna do? That's what I was gonna do. All right. I am 120 feet away, correct?
Oh yeah, definitely. You guys are
I'm
60, less than 60 feet away.
And the ceiling is 40 feet, you said?
40, 50.
Sweet. All right. I'm going to cast Moonbeam.
Okay.
And can I try to nail it right between the two of them to get them both in? Or am I just going to be able to get the abomination in?
Let me see where.
Oh, that's awesome.
Depends on how much of
God.
their space it will take up.
That's awesome.
But if I have to choose, I'll put
Yeah.
it more on the big guy.
Okay. So it has to be kind of like more than half of their mini for it to really.
It's tough because, like,
Okay.
mechanically, Adam knows which one to go after, but in the game, what one would you really fucking try to...
I don't know. All right. So Moonbeam is you get to roll right away, right?
Yes.
Or it's a dex saving throw for me.
Con.
Con.
A 15.
This little guy
All
can't see
right.
me.
We've got con save.
Just
That is a 16. Still takes half damage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
By what?
And it does that every turn, right?
Yeah.
Downside of having the TV screen here is like now the map's
3.
elevated instead of being.
5. 8. 8.
All right.
Woo! Nice save.
Trying to do too many things at once. All right. 8. Halved,
table.
or that was half.
Halved would be 4.
We need a compound is what we need.
Well, you
We need a whole citadel.
Whole setup.
We need a
I mean, we
castle.
can expand that way if we need to, I
We need
guess.
a, no,
Yeah,
we need a
could.
castle. We need to buy out
We definitely could expand that
a
one.
whole cul-de-sac and we all live on it.
All right. So that you all have gotten very like that luminescence that was in this room, it like pales in comparison to to the moonbeam that shoots down from the ceiling, emanating from somewhere, and envelops the creature, which it kind of like, you see the little beak inside of it. It's pretty big, actually, pretty big beak. Just make this like hissing noise, and the hum kind of subsides for a moment as the moonbeam envelops it. But then it starts to shift out of the way. Are you moving or any bonus action?
I have nothing right now, so I'm just gonna stay where I am for now.
Okay, sounds good.
Like I'm looking at you and my eye just drifted down to the slinky dick. Like I couldn't.
You know you want to pull it. You
I
know
just
you
couldn't
do.
hold it together for a sec. I was like, oh no.
All right.
Come on, every time the mic stand shakes, it jiggles.
It wiggles.
It wiggles.
All right, so this creature is going to... You see it kind of like slide but pull itself, if you can picture the way a spider moves and an octopus at the same time. Just like slides its body down but then pulls itself through. Is this at the start of its turn too? It takes damage, so you can go ahead and roll for your moonbeam. It's going to move. Got a 7.
2, 9.
Okay. So let me just roll the dex save again. Right? For half damage.
Con 15. Yeah.
Con 15, sorry. That is a 16 plus, so what was that?
9.
9 again. All right. Okay. It's going to move forward through this terrain here and head straight for... No, you know what you're going to watch it do? It is going to stick its legs, the tentacle legs, out to the wall, kind of stick up on it, and then go up the wall, up onto the ceiling. You see it kind of like all the way up.
Okay.
This whole thing is kind of full of webbing, so it goes up to the top of the ceiling, and then is going to make its way about... It's going to be... It's going to be right above... It's about 40 feet up, right about here. And for those without dark vision, it's going to be a bit difficult to see up there. Okay, that is its turn. You all are not within range. Oh, hold on. Okay. All right. Next up, we have Ayla.
I'm going to do my best horror movie shrill scream, and I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at it.
Okay. I'm gonna actually tilt this camera.
Do you have to say like if you're fleeing or fighting or?
That's my
racing?
thing. I'm fighting.
You're fighting. Okay.
She shoots first.
Yeah. Ask questions later.
All right, you are fighting. Okay.
So that's gonna be a 17.
17 to hit. That does hit. What did you hit with? Sorry.
Firebolt.
Firebolt. Okay.
2d10. That's right. That's. Where are my 10s? There we go. 110. 210. 2 1s. Snake eyes. Fucking snake eyes.
Give it up. Give it up. Throw all the dice in the dice jail.
That only applies to d20s, not.
All right.
Oh, I thought you just rolled.
No, this is the damage. There's 2d10.
Okay, I
2d10. And I rolled 2 1s.
As you're screaming and like just blasting off the fire, you do see.
Fucking throw him in the dice jail.
You have dark vision, so you just like see it kind of hits the creature, but there's almost like a, like the exoskeleton of a spider going on there as on the outside. It almost kind of like you see it harden for a second as the blast hits it.
Do I get to move, or am I still shitting my foot? So
You can only move towards it. You cannot move
even if
away.
I decide to fight first.
You are fighting, so you have to move. You are fighting.
I did.
You're fighting.
I shot it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So your turn, at the end of your turn, you can make another save. But if you're gonna move, you have to move towards it.
But you don't have to move.
You don't
can
have
stay
to
where you
move.
want.
I want to go hide.
You're
You chose the wrong option.
You're in
Yeah.
fight mode. You're not in hide
All
mode.
right. So my fight or flight response is fight. I
Yep.
shot it. I can make another save, or no?
At the end of your turn, yes.
Okay. That
You have to beat a 17.
I believe that is the end of my turn.
Okay. You can make an intelligence saving throw, 17.
That's not gonna be good.
Yeah, I don't plan
It's
on
a
beating that
it's a
anytime
high
soon.
one.
That's still afraid.
Okay. You just kind of like yelling up at it. You do have your inspired action that you could use.
Oh, I have a nat 20 that I am going to use to get out of this
Okay.
fucking
Hey,
situation.
that's
All right. So
awesome.
you look, and then you just kind of like you don't want to be here, and the fact that you are here doing this again, you just like kind of scream in rage up at the creature and feel yourself like your heartbeat. Not that it's slowing down, but you're gaining control of it, and you've broken. You have resolved. You have your resolve back.
Because with a +1 in wisdom, it's gonna be a long time before I break
Well, it's it's intelligence. But even so, I mean, I've got a fucking +0 in intelligence. Oh, I'm gonna be in fight mode the whole fight.
This is not gonna be fun.
All right. You
I'm
hear.
not a fighter, so it's not good for me to be in fight mode.
You hear the voice of this shade behind as it vanishes in darkness. And then, like, you can still hear the voice somehow for just the moment as it says, "The god of rot, feeble in its decay, has slithered through jagged edges into this realm. A wraith, a pale specter compared to Shabaza's looming titan. Its putrid stench is but a stepping stone." It's going to appear right here. "A pitiful sacrifice to fuel the emergence of true cosmic might." And it is going to...
I'm picturing this like the dudes in Resident Evil 3,
You mean for Salazar?
4, yeah, like the chanting dudes.
Yeah. Just say no nemesis.
Yeah.
Stars.
You see it. It waves its arms like kind of in the direction of the creature, and its hands go out. You see this like strange, reddish, black energy that is emitting from its hand as it reaches out, and it envelops the creature above you. Some kind of spell has been cast on the creature.
How far is Kai from the
Homeboy.
person,
From Homeboy.
from the humanoid?
Is we'll call that 60 between 60 feet. No, 60 feet.
Can Kai cast counter spell?
Does it need to be 60 feet?
I think it's 60 feet maximum. 60 feet.
Yep, you can.
Oh shit.
If it's third level or
is-
below, I think
Yep.
it's auto
So
success.
as you see the energy going, is it verbal? Like you just kind of
Nope, just somatic, just like a fist, like he's shutting off the flow of magic.
okay. You
Just
see it.
counterspell it.
Yeah, you see it.
I cast counterspell. I don't know if it.
No,
did it.
yes. As you watch it kind of go up into the air, you pull your fist back and it just cuts it off almost. And the hand of the shrouded figure just lowers. There's no real reaction from it, though, in this moment. At the end of that turn, this creature up here is going to move another. It's going to kind of move. Let's see. You see it just kind of slithering across. Trying to be fair here. Alright, so this creature is going to be about. It's on the wall. Right about here, but 30 feet up on the wall. There. 30 feet up on the wall. Alright. It is now Kai's turn.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go fight. And I like to move the moat. Like,
I just saw you ate that in the bag.
Yeah.
I just saw you eat that Pepsi can right in the.
That was the thigh. That was very
Oh,
close.
okay.
I
was gonna
so
say.
I'm within 30
Would have
feet
been very sad
of
for me.
the distance. I want to move the moat within 15 feet of Squidward there
Okay.
Squidward.
and cast Blinding Light.
Alright. What's that a DC of?
Con 14.
Con 14. Okay. What's the range on that? Is it 15 feet?
15
Okay.
feet.
You see you throw the moat and it flies out in the direction and then blast out. So where are you putting it up?
So because it's like 30 feet up, it's like as far in between Kai and them, so it's like
So it won't reach your
30
friends.
yeah,
basically.
it's
20 feet up. We'll
yeah,
say.
about 25
Okay.
feet.
You watch as the creature, like you can see its tentacles as the light expands. It kind of pulls it in front of all of its eyes, and then when the light dims, it pulls the tentacle arms away, and it's just kind of looking. Its eyes look. You get the impression that it didn't quite take. Covered enough of its eyes.
And then as a bonus action, oh no, I'm too far away. I think I'm too far away. So yeah, that's it.
All right. Are you moving or are you staying there?
Gonna stay there, and I make
You get to make your
intelligence.
Yep, intelligence 17.
18.
Nice.
shit.
All right. So as you
Ooh.
see the tentacle arms pull away, you get more angry, I guess, than anything else. Like all of its eyes look at you. You can see almost like this. It reminds you of like the crystal chandeliers in the dinner parties and everything. All this reflection, even the light that like came off of the moat for a moment, and it's just that simple memory, but also that reminder as you recalled your sister saying, "You and me together," and here you are, without her.
Mm-hmm.
All right, top of the round. On initiative, count 20. Would you like to do the honors of rolling a d6? Since you
Sure.
were the top roller today.
Sure. 6.
A 6. All right.
Oh boy.
You'll find out if that's good or bad really soon.
I'm going to assume that none of it is going to be good.
I don't think any of it's good.
I think it's just going to be bad and worse.
varying
So-
degrees. Yeah.
You
Bad,
see
worse, and worse.
Just little levels. They click up each number.
the as you're all standing there focusing on this creature, you see it kind of hums even louder, and all of the illuminating fungus or whatever it is in this room that is causing it all gets brighter, and your vision gets kind of blurry. You start to see things moving that may or may not even be there. Creatures are moving. The shadows are flickering. I need everybody to make an intelligence saving throw.
$22.
18.
2.
15.
15.
God, we swing wildly here.
All right, Eldon and Kai. There are moments where you're just kind of like looking and you're getting distracted by these shadows that may or may not be there. You kind of look at each other for a moment and see something that passes between you. You will have disadvantage on the next ability check that you make. All right. Top of the round, Eldon.
I'm going to choose fight.
Okay.
And can I see it from where I am?
It is. You could if you just move a little.
I'll move, like,
Okay.
I know I have to move towards it.
Yeah.
So I'll just move so I
So
can
if
see
you
it.
moved about there, you could see
Yep.
it on the wall.
Alright, attack with advantage. He's going to be using a broadhead arrow. So that's an extra d6 when I... 12 plus 9.
That hits.
So that's the 1d8 for the regular arrow, 1d6 for the broadhead. I'm going to use Theratrus's reaction for the thunder damage
Okay.
and the hunter's mark. So...
I'm gonna say careful, one of the dice flew out.
Yeah, sorry. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 21 points of damage.
Okay. All right. You hear this like loud clicking kind of squeal that emanates from this creature.
Okay. He's going to attack it again.
Yeah.
18 to hit.
That hits.
Nice. Okay. 6. 6 is 12 plus 12 plus 4 is 16 plus 5 is another 21.
Nice.
21 again?
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
No, I know. I'm sorry. I looked at you.
12 plus 4,
12 plus 4.
16 plus 5,
Yes.
21. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Short math, not my deal.
I was
All
lost
right.
in thought thinking about
What you were gonna do?
what I'm gonna
What to do.
You're supposed to be busy counting my numbers. I don't know how to count.
Okay. And
Calculate.
you need to. You can then make your save.
I will. Nope.
Okay.
As a. Fuck. Never mind. I thought I had one. Guess I don't. Never mind. I apologize.
All right. Okay. Next we have Iolite.
Can you remind me, if I cast a spell that's concentration, I have to roll a con save if I take damage, right? Is that how
Yes.
that works? What do
And
I have to roll on the
It's
con
a
save?
it will be either a 10, base 10, or half the damage, whichever one's higher. So if you took if I hit you and you took 26 points of damage, you would have to roll a 13 or higher. If I hit you and you took 8, you'd have to roll a 10 or higher. It's a minimum of 10.
Okay. Okay. Just wondering. All right.
But before you go,
yeah.
the octopus, the spider post is going to take a legendary action. To move itself, as it did before, down the wall and right next to you.
Oh.
No.
And you immediately must make a... Actually, you, Eldon, and Kethra... Ooh. Hold on. Didn't realize how close everybody was. I keep losing track of all this.
Yeah, that's the only
Yeah, a
thing
little
about
cozy.
the fight or flight or whatever. Is like it makes everybody stay
Locks.
grouped
Has
up.
to get close.
Bunches
You
Yeah.
of-
can't like.
I mean, if you choose to run.
Yeah, you could choose to run.
Yeah, but.
You all have to make wisdom
Everybody?
saving throws. Everybody you are within. As the hum gets loud, it kind of rings through your body.
Fuck.
23.
23.
23. Hey, Druids.
15.
15.
15.
23.
23.
Wait, under most circumstances, I'd be like,
Ayla?
15 is... Oh.
You begin to see. Let's see, what do you see? As you are standing there looking at this creature, you take a moment, look over, and you see that it's not Yuritsa. Yuritsa is not in that cocoon.
Let's go home.
It is Chiron. Chiron is hanging over and her eyes are just locked on the ground. And then you see another cocoon off to the side and you catch the familiar hairdo of your mother and another one that you see like the purple skin of your father, and all in the area where the spider puss has been. Your village is here, and they are all drained, and you are alone here.
I got sad too.
You got sad too, but you failed them, and you have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Ha! Already have that.
And you your ability checks and your movement is halved.
Jesus.
All right,
Can't
you know
fire
what?
me, I quit.
Not much of that affected me.
All right, so that was that. Sorry, Iolite, it's you.
Mm-hmm. It's on the ground now.
Yes.
I would like to cast Entangle,
Okay.
which is a strength saving throw of 14.
Keep looking for my dice that I have closer to me. A 14.
Yeah.
You see the what would be coming up? I guess like kind of this green
Seaweed.
like lichen kind of seaweed starts coming up and wrapping around the tentacles. It's going to choose to succeed.
Oh,
It's gonna
And
choose.
as
Cute.
it begins pulling away and out of, but that also is rough terrain, right?
Oh, wait. Where?
Entangle.
water?
Doesn't entangle create
Oh,
rough terrain?
does it?
I think it does.
It chooses to succeed.
It is going to choose.
Yeah, for the duration.
What is
So even if it-
Right?
It's a 20-foot square.
Okay, we're just gonna
Even if it succeeds, that happens?
Yes, because the space is just.
I'm roughing up all the terrain here.
So we'll say that, like, you would have strategically placed this in such a way. There we go.
Oh. Okay. So was that like a legendary resistance or something?
Yeah.
Is that what that is? Bummer. So, is it in melee with me?
Do you want to move it this way so you can get...
Do you want to just take down this part of the wall so that you have like a clear open shot?
That's okay. That's sorry, what did you ask?
Is it melee with me?
Yes.
I was afraid you were gonna say that.
It's within 5 feet of you.
Yeah. That sucks. That didn't work. I am going to Misty Step.
Okay. Is that a
Bonus action.
bonus action?
Yeah.
So
I don't take an attack.
you
opportunity?
cast Entangle. Is that a leveled spell?
Yes.
For bonus action, it would have to be a bonus cantrip, which I don't think that there are.
No. Is that a bonus? I will. Well, since I'm in melee with it, for my bonus action, I'll cast Shillelagh on
Okay.
my staff.
All right.
That would have been great. I could have
So
Misty
you just hit your staff on the ground.
that I really hope I don't have to use.
All right. That is the end of your turn.
Mhm.
it is going to, at the end of your turn, it is going to make a tentacle attack against you. That is going to be a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Silvery barbs.
All right. Silvery barbs, is that level 1?
I think
It's not
so.
a cantrip.
Not a cantrip. Yes, it's a level 1.
Okay. So I have to take the second roll or the lower of the two?
The lower of the two.
Okay. It's still a 15. So the tentacle shoots out and is going to smack you right across the face.
I give you the advantage.
Oh, I get advantage against it?
Yes.
Okay.
You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage and you are grappled and restrained.
Bummer.
It wraps around, you all watch as this tentacle just wraps around Iolite and holds her in place. Of course, I'm not going to be able to find all the shit I need. Okay, that is the end of Iolite's turn. Kethra.
Name it. Get the thing.
Yeah, we're going to do that. I'm going to move Moonbeam over.
Okay.
To right on top of this little bastard and try to avoid Iolite as much as possible.
Yep, you can
Oh,
do that.
beautiful. Beautiful. I didn't want to hit you with that. Thanks.
Yeah, only one person in this party is allowed to shoot others.
And that's you. And you're only allowed to shoot me, apparently.
It only happened once. Hey, in the first campaign, I actually knocked somebody unconscious.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
So far.
Rachel went down.
I couldn't believe that happened.
I feel like it's got to be a thing now. Just make it a thing. I'm going to sit down, too.
So, roll for damage.
So that's technically when it starts its turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That would have been really good, though. Okay. It never
Are you
works out
moving or doing anything else?
I have to move kind of towards it, correct?
you don't
No,
have
you're
to.
good. You
No, you made
made
the
your
save.
save, so you
Oh,
can
okay.
go. You just have half
So
movement
I
in
can
the
kind of
water.
go like this.
Yeah.
A little bit over, like that way.
Mhm.
Perfect. I just want to get out of the line of fire, one of those tentacles.
All right. Next, it is the creature's turn. So the creature, having grappled you, it is actually going to move itself. It's going to start its turn there, so you can roll damage. It's going to move itself right in the middle of all of you. Still grappling.
Like you
15.
Just shot
What was
that.
it?
15.
Like you
15.
just like shot that.
Like my
dice
Chuck?
out. You like
My Chuck?
you didn't know you like fucking like you were throwing spells or something. That was cool. No, you were like this. You were like yeah.
Dude, yeah!
Like you were doing
And
fucking mad like David Blaine like fucking mad.
it is going to use its multi-attack on one on Iolite, so it's going to try to bite Iolite.
Sorry, she said I had a little beak. So
Yeah, just a little bitty beak.
15 to hit.
That hits.
more like a nibble.
And
Just like a,
you take 11 points of
Okay.
piercing damage.
it's about a tiny nibble.
It's gonna do a tentacle on Eldon, another 15.
That's a miss.
Okay, and then it's gonna do a tentacle on Kethra. That is a 21 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Hidden behind this.
Oh,
this
there
rock.
you are.
You are going to take 8 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled as well.
Nice.
You can use your action to break a grapple. Just FYI, everybody. And I'll find that eventually. I'm just gonna throw this on you. Okay. That is the end of its turn as it lashes out. You feel that stickiness even as the tentacle wraps around you, that kind of like greenish black starts seeping out of the little suctions that it has on its legs, and it's sticking you in place. Okay, Ayla.
Now, angry crying from my vision, I'm going to cast blindness on it.
Okay.
It has to make a con save of 15.
All right.
That's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of the pain. Oops. MGS3.
You watch as the eyes kind of like go white. All of them get cloudy.
All right.
Nice.
My job here is done.
Run away.
Did you? Oh yeah, you broke it. You have half movement through the water. So 5.
I have half movement because I'm sad.
Yeah, you'd only be able to move about 5 feet through the water.
I don't know.
You
Can I go that far?
No,
How
it's
far
kind
can
of.
I get here?
I
Just
didn't realize
the
you
wall?
guys were gonna cut yourselves off, so we'll just say it's a straight. There you go.
You're trapped.
I'm in that nook.
Okay.
I'm just in the nook.
All right.
That was. I don't think I have any useful bonus actions.
I'm just gonna move this just so I can see the board just a little bit. Oh, sorry. Put it right
down here.
Put it right
No.
in front of you.
Thanks.
That's gonna be it.
All right.
Can we move this one so everybody can see?
It's like the terrain is awesome, but that's why we need like a light down on it.
No, that's when we need
That's
That's when we need to like lower itself down flat to the table, and then
You need like a toggle to.
yeah, it's like terrain comes out.
Yeah, right.
You see or hear the individual there who is going to walk across to here. They seem to like they glide over the water, and then they are going to speak. They say, "You stand at the precipice. The rift yearns to birth Shabazz into this reality, weaving chaos and aberration into existence." And as it speaks, you see the wounds, some of the wounds on the creature begin to heal.
Counterspell.
Okay, let me see if this is a spell or a magical effect.
Here's your two slots on counterspell.
Look, I
No,
can
no,
only
no.
do two things.
I'm not. That's not judgment in my voice. That's like, fucking. All right.
Respect.
So this is, does it say magical effect and spell or just spells?
I think it's only for spells. I thought it was another spell because it cast a spell last time.
Yeah, that last one, it was casting,
And again,
what was it casting? Mage armor. This is a magical effect. So as you kind of reach out looking at this guy, you can't really see anything past the shroud, and it doesn't react to anything that you do. So you still see the healing take place. And it's just gonna stand there, not moving, just this like almost like a shadow that's just standing in place with this tall peak of a hood. All right, we have Kai.
Can I have informed everybody that I think it's blind when I had blinded it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
All right. Well then, we'll see how.
I was gonna say pay old homeboy over there. Give him a couple of that.
30 because I am but we have stupid rough terrain. I don't have enough far to get me ashore.
what was that, like 10 feet from shore? 2 inches.
Yeah.
So that's instead of 10, that's 20, right?
Yeah.
I have 15 feet left. So it's 35 foot of movement. Can I get within melee of it?
You would be. Wait, what's the edge? So the edge of.
Oh, I
your
was
frame-
doing it to my middle. I was going middle to middle.
Oh, middle to middle. That will put you right here.
So I can't reach it.
Fine. You know what? If I'm not in melee, bonus action, Hexblade's Curse,
Okay.
and I will Eldritch Blast him.
All right.
Go. I thought that's what you were gonna do to begin with.
That's a 18 to hit.
That. Shield.
Okay, I'll do it again.
You watch it like barely moves a hand, and then you see like this darkness, that reddish black that goes.
22 to hit.
That hits.
Nice.
Kai will like the dark energy. He'll charge it almost like a little bit longer this time before he throws it back at him. Oh yes. 16 points of force damage.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
You watch the dark energy. It kind of like flies through the air, and it goes through, and it is absorbed by this creature. You can't tell if it has been hurt or not. What? How much damage was that? 15?
16.
16. It doesn't move. It just kind of stands there and takes it. And because it's almost like, even as you've gotten closer, you see this shroud, but beyond the hood, you can't see anything. But it hits, and then it just stands. And as that energy hits the body, you hear it say, "The shadows writhe, the abyss beckons, and you, dear intruders, are fleeting echoes in the symphony of cosmic rebirth."
This is like the evil version of the shit you say.
And someone needs to shut him up.
All right. All right.
Doing my best.
I don't know if I can now.
Top of the round.
Well, you gotta
initiative
deal with the
count.
squid. You're grappled by the squid.
But I want to shut that.
Who wants to roll?
priest-looking fucker up.
Who wants to roll a d6?
I think it's.
Oh.
You tried my lob?
Yep. 5.
Hey, works pretty good, doesn't it?
I don't know if I wanted this to be good though.
I wanted a 5.
Okay.
So let me see. I can make this easy on myself. Everyone who's in the water. That's going to
On
be
land.
Am I in the one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Eldon, Theratrix.
Oh, we've been forgetting his turn.
No, he goes on. He doesn't have a turn per se.
He does. He goes after me,
Oh.
but there's nothing I'm willing to do with him at this moment.
It's like, yeah, I'd be over, but the sword's
Yeah,
like
you're-
pushing Kai out.
Yeah, you're fine. So Eldon, Iolite, Theratrix, Kethra. I need you all to make. It is strength saving throw as you feel the water in the area, like the current just it rises and swells a moment and pushes everything. Actually, towards me.
-1.
Strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw.
Nice.
I'm
Okay.
gonna use my.
What is it
inspiration.
that Iolite said? Eldon's jacked.
Oh, that was worth.
Kethra is not.
Oh no.
What was that?
Well, wait. You're not. I thought you were grappled.
Yeah.
Yeah. So aren't you? Do you still have to make the strength throw?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's weird.
So what did you get?
5.
5.
8.
19.
All right.
No, you
19.
get an 8. That's a 9.
No, I'm -1 too. So, because strength is 8 was much better.
You never know. Trust me. Me and this kid once failed a saving throw by too much, and we aged 40 years. So it does matter.
If you enter
It does
an
matter.
entanglement, do you have to make a save?
Because I am an Earth Genasi, can walk on rough terrain that's like
Yeah,
earth
you think
Right here, entanglement.
without
Yeah.
being
Okay.
slowed down. Is that what you're
That's the
asking?
definition of an
Yes,
entanglement.
earth-based though. So you're in the water, and then this is
Didn't-
like.
Oh, I
seaweed.
thought you meant like over here.
Didn't Iolite
No.
have to make
Where
a
I created.
concentration check to see if that's still there? Because she took damage.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, wouldn't it
Go ahead and
Wait,
leave
how
me
does
too.
that work? So like even if the entangling doesn't work, I have to make a save for the rough terrain that
No,
it
you-
created.
So-
If you,
When
you
you
took
took
damage.
damage.
You took
Yeah.
damage, and you need to make a con save to see if the entanglement will stay.
Okay.
So we'll do that first.
Okay. A con save?
Yes.
6.
Okay, it went away. So all of the little greenery and everything kind of falls down. But you get thrown by the current into this rock,
Oof.
and
But I'm not grappled anymore?
you are grappled. Yes.
I'm grappled and I'm thrown into a rock.
How's it?
It let
So
its muscles
not
go
I was
holding
gonna
me
say, so
tight.
did it take damage because its fucking tentacle got smacked up against the rocks?
No.
It was mildly annoyed that its tentacle got.
You move this way. It is gonna move over here. You are gonna fall down. We're just gonna make that easy on me and say, so this one has moved over. You are now on the rocks. You are going to take. You
Did
went
it-
10 feet.
Did it move away from me? I
Yes,
wasn't- was
it
I-
did. It did move away, but this is a forced movement, so you
Oh,
don't get
the
an
waves,
opportunity to
okay.
attack. 1 point of bludgeoning damage to Iolite. No damage on Kethra because you only just got pushed onto the regular ground.
Nice. I got shot today. I got enough damage. Sorry,
Going on.
it's
okay.
gonna be a running joke now.
It's alright. He deserves it.
It's all right. You can just shoot Kethra. It's
Just
okay.
remember, the
Eldon.
revenge is that he was really, really sad and lonely for what felt like an
And
eternity.
that's why
Yeah.
she'll pick on you forever about it, because
You
she knows
just-
that you're upset about it.
you
She'll
just-
pick on you
you
just a
just-
little bit. It's love that way.
Right, Eldon, it's your turn.
Okay. He'll do what he does. He'll fire.
Shoot him
Yeah.
up.
Well, because I don't even have close to a clear shot to the guy that. I'm trying to back you up, but there's no fucking way I'm gonna be able to weave an arrow through all that.
You would have to attack the creature
That was
anyway.
a 1 and a 2.
Because you're still frightened, right?
What was that?
You're still fighting.
Oh yeah, so I have to
So
attack
you have to
that
attack
only
that
one.
creature, yeah.
That was a 1 and a 2.
All right.
Can I?
You.
Does it work if I cast this in if I already have advantage?
Yep. You would just roll again.
Alright, never mind. I'm gonna save it. I'll miss that one. That's okay. Try it again.
Right. As the current shifted, you got pushed forward as you let loose the arrow.
Alright, that's better. 16 plus 9.
All right, that
Nice.
hits.
Alright. The whole bunch with the special arrow, the Theratrix, and the Hunter's Mark. The whole deal. So 5 plus 5 is 10. That's 16, 17, 18, 19. 20 points of damage.
Nice.
5 of that was thunder damage, if it matters.
Okay. So the arrow goes zipping past, and even as the current begins to subside and the creature is large enough, you see the arrow sinks in. It's looking pretty. You start to see this ooze come out of that hole that you just made in its body.
And I make the roll for the
Resolve, yes.
yes.
Got to be to 17.
Fuck. 15. What was it again? Oh, intelligence.
Yes.
Damn.
All right.
And then for Theratrix's turn, just because I haven't done anything with him and I hadn't want to really put him in much danger. But Iolite's there, so he's going to. Where is he?
Right here.
He's going to swim up to him. I'm assuming he doesn't, since he swims.
Yep.
And he'll use his bite.
Okay.
So. Huh. You know what? Now I'm going to use it.
Okay.
That was a 2. I rolled another 2. Fuck.
Oh.
Never mind. That was a waste.
Just bite,
I
but
was
it's
gonna
so
ask, am I
slimy that
Thank
Mouth
you.
slips off of it as he swims up through the current.
It's always like the worst.
All right.
If I rolled worse than I did
You know what
originally,
though? I think all the 2s were the exact same dice. You
Well,
need
it was this one.
I think all of them. That one, the liquid, it might have like.
Oh, it's fucking with me.
Yeah, it might like have
It's been
like a
sitting
little,
for too long.
Yeah, I think you
Little
need to
weights
like
on one side.
like roll it up,
I
make
don't-
sure.
What I think that means is that we don't play enough. I don't get to roll enough. Okay, that's what I'm gonna go with.
All right. It is going to at the end of Eldon's turn. It's going to make a tentacle attack against Theratrix.
Is it blind?
It is.
Good call.
Good call.
It's not much I can do, but I'm gonna force what I can.
What you do though, you do it well.
That is a 24 to hit.
Oh,
Well,
yeah. Well,
fuck me then.
fuck me running.
Valiant attempt.
Valiant attempt.
I mean, I guess if you can't see and something bites you, you're gonna smack that spot.
10 points of bludgeoning damage against Theratrix.
Gotcha. I never reset his.
And Theratrix is technically grappled as well.
Ah, what the fuck?
Oh, so it's like sticky as such as
Yeah.
you.
Hangs on.
Yep,
yeah.
it hangs on. We'll just know that this one means.
You said it was
grappled.
10.
Yes.
Okay. For some reason, I never had it reset. I don't know why I didn't when I took a long rest.
Okay, it is Iolite's turn.
I would like to close my eyes and poof into a cloud of stardust and misty step out of that freaking grapple.
All right.
Please.
Where are you going?
Um,
You can go up to 30 feet in whatever direction. We'll stick. Oh, we gotta stick here. Oh, that's fine. So middle or front.
or I can go. Wait,
I think
It's like the
thing.
whole length of it.
The whole length of it?
Yeah.
That's what, 6?
can I go
5?
like there?
You can go
That
all the way
away?
to the edge, yeah. You make it all the way right here.
Yeah. That was a leveled spell, so I can't cast another spell.
You can do a cantrip.
I can do a cantrip, but only if it's a bonus action cantrip. Right.
Was that your
That
bonus
was your
action?
bonus
That was Misty
action.
Step's a bonus action. So you can
Not for me.
Oh.
No, wait, it is.
I was gonna say,
It
yeah, it's a
is.
bonus action
Oh,
spell.
yes. Okay.
So you can do a cantrip.
I can do a cantrip. I am going to cast Frostbite.
Okay. Is that a save?
Yeah, it's a con save of
Corner of
14.
my eye keeps like seeing the reflection of what's that?
I told him earlier. I was
14,
like,
you
"That's-
said? That is a
looks like-"
fail. So you like appear in your spot and look past Kethra.
It looks like I threw a snowball at him.
What's the damage?
Reminds me of
2d6.
Sold MGS3 Snake Eater.
10
Bane.
Oh yeah.
points of cold
Bang,
damage,
bees.
and it has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes before the end of its turn.
Okay. Technically, it's blinded at the moment, right? There's no save on this blindness.
Let me double check. I don't think
So
there
it already
is.
has disadvantage?
It already has disadvantage.
Oh, it's blind for 1 minute.
I like that it does look like you're kind of thrown.
Oh no, wait. I'm sorry. At the end of each of its turns, it can make a Constitution save to break
Okay.
it. Of 15.
Okay. All right. Kethra.
Alright, I'm going to drop Moonbeam,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast Wither and Bloom,
All right.
which is a 10-foot sphere of death. Invoke death and life upon a 10-foot sphere right around here,
Okay.
right around him. And then after I do that, I'm going to Wild Shape.
Noise.
All right. Let's just double check this 10-foot sphere.
That is
Can you
3d6.
choose the creatures that it affects?
Yes. I can choose the creatures in the 10-foot, so it's just
Okay,
going to
so
be
just
this one, and I'm going to leave Theratrix myself.
Okay.
And I won't.
Sounds good.
Me and Theratrix were friends. We won't do that.
And what is that?
I'm
Even if
casting
his
at level
brother
3, so
shot
it's
you with an arrow?
3d6.
3d6. Okay. Is it a save on my end or
Yes, a con of 15.
con save?
If you want extra d6s, so you can roll all at once.
That is an 18 plus.
Instead of the thing.
So it did make it safe.
9.
Does that stay? What is it?
What does it look like? And describe the killing blow of
Oh, nice.
the spider puss.
Wow. I feel like we barely
The
hit
spider
this thing.
vagina. That's
You
what
did.
About
did a
this
ton
kid
of
has
damage.
been.
Like in like 20 damage points.
I've been like going through. I'm like, what can I do? What
Like
can I do?
every arrow, it's like 20.
You've done
22,
over 130
21.
points of
All right.
Wow.
It's gonna just this little ball of black dark energy is just going to overtake the creature, and you're just gonna see it just explode,
Okay.
and dark energy just falls.
Okay. As the dark energy falls and the creature crumples, you see this like when an octopus is under the water and it lets loose this inky cloud of black,
Oh, yeah.
that is going to explode around in a 15.
Sorry, I had to quote Nemo. Sorry. Oh, you made me ink.
In a 15-foot radius. As this whole space right here
Oh, not to me.
becomes dark. Not magical darkness, but this black darkness that you can't see
There's
through.
ink like right at my shoes. I'm like,
Are you moving or the grapple? You feel the grapple loosen on you, like the tentacle lets this, and you can pull yourself out of the sticky.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull myself as any place I can get to, kind of, sort of land.
Oh, that's Iolite.
That's Iolite. Okay. Actually, I'm just gonna kind of move forward this way towards this guy, just in case. That was boot jack in the freaking mic. Yay.
All right, so this whole area here is black.
Sorry.
Sorry. So you kind of like push through the inky darkness until you can touch Kai in front of you. All right. Anything else?
No, it was just wild shape, so I'm done.
Would you wild shape into?
A bear.
Oh, you did wild shape.
I did, yes.
Oh,
That's my bonus action.
all right. Let's get the bear.
Swimming? Yeah.
Should do bear or wolf.
I forgot that it goes by
Yeah,
CR rating.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, druids get a swim speed at level 4. And
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
So you touch
It-
Kai
it's
and then
both. It's-
like
it's
convert
CR
into your
and,
bear form.
4th level is swimming. 8th level is fly.
Okay, there's a bear breathing into your ear. And it was the inky creature's turn, but it is gone. So Ayla.
now,
Just-
did it just spray ink all over the floor, or is this
Nope,
something
this is
like?
obscured.
So it's
an
like a
obscured
mist
area.
hanging in the air.
Yeah, kind of like an ink cloud, but in the air somehow,
All right.
because magic.
I'm gonna misty step to here.
Not to be a jerk, but you'd technically be 5 feet over.
I'm not in the water. I'm not in the ink. And then I'm going to vicious mockery, Mr. Fucking guy over there.
Okay.
Which I don't have an insult ready for. You're fucking ugly. That's all I got
That's
right
good
now.
enough.
Yeah,
that works.
Yeah.
They call
You're a pain in
You
my
can call him a
ass. So
slinky
he has
dick
to
if
make
you
a
want to.
wisdom.
You can call him a slinky dick. There you go.
A hex upon your slinky dick.
There you go.
I think that is the hex. Having a slinky dick.
He has to make a wisdom save of 15.
The definition of pulling a fishing rope.
Or what happens?
I must wisdom save or take 2d4 psychic damage.
All right.
Disadvantage on the next attack roll.
You rolled a 3.
All right.
Oh shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
So Slinky Dick gets 6 psychic damage, and again disadvantage on his next attack roll.
All right. Okay. Next
Oh,
up.
wait, disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Okay.
It's oddly specific.
It is the cultist's turn. it is going to
A lot going on right there.
It's a real scrum.
It's gonna step right up to you, Kai.
That's not a good sign.
Just steps right up in front of your face.
Join us.
And
Resistance is futile.
The nighttime is the right time.
looking at you, you see, you don't even really see it move so quickly. Let me see. Does a 16 hit you?
Yes.
You feel the pain of something sharp that just goes right underneath your ribs.
16 with disadvantage.
Yes. It is... Oh, there it is. 4 points of piercing damage. And as you, like, feel it, it kind of leans into your space. And you, even though you are inches from where a face should be, you don't see anything but darkness there. And it says, "Embrace the darkness." And that is the end of its turn. It is now your turn.
My turn. Because it just stuck a small blade into me with a bonus action, Kai will turn Bloodletter Shadow from a longsword into a two-handed greatsword and swing it at him.
Okay.
Nice.
Please say
17 to hit.
That hits.
Nice.
So I believe a greatsword is 2d6 for damage. 7, 9, 10, 13 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
Okay, you slash down on, and it kind of like cleaves through and almost like gets stuck in this shaded darkness of a robe. It doesn't move and it makes no sound as it just stands there, but the greatsword is there. Are you doing anything else?
That's bonus and action. It's my... If I can't... Unless I can pull the sword out, that's my turn.
Yes, you can. It's not stuck. It's just... And as you are standing there close with, like you'd step back and then swiped into it, it's stuck there. It says, "For Shabaz's dominion is nigh." And at initiative count 20, I need Eldon to make a d6 roll.
Come on, big money, no whammy. Come on. 4. I think that's a whammy.
I think any of them were gonna be a whammy. It doesn't matter.
You feel like this, as you, Kai, are within inches of this individual's space, there's almost like the hum that you all had felt coming from the creature, it seems to resonate out from this individual, and it goes, gets loud, and the walls and ceiling of the space begin to shake. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw as these stalactites begin falling from the ceiling.
Hope that's good enough. Oh no.
What did you get?
14.
All right. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage, as the stalactites fall. What did you get?
8.
You take
Oh no,
A
I'm
whole
sorry.
ass 8.
I'm sorry. That would be 10.
Ooh.
With the +2.
okay. You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as the stalactites fall and knock into your arms and your shoulders. Eldon,
21. Only because I got a +7.
you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Theratrix also needs to
Oh,
save there.
I will do. Just let me.
Ayla.
10.
10. You take 3 points of... Nope, sorry. 7 points of bludgeoning damage. You failed. That's a fail.
Hoping to
6.
go through another combat
7
without
points of
taking
bludgeoning
damage.
Oh, poor Theratrix.
7 points of bludgeoning
You
damage.
take 7?
Yeah.
Okay. You rolled a 1, that's
Yeah.
why. I was like, ooh.
It is now your turn, Eldon.
Okay. So, I'll take care of that in a second.
This is darkness here.
Can I see behind me? Is it dark? Like, how does that...
You
Because I'm,
can
like, kind
step
of on-
out.
I was going to say, I'm like kind of on the edge.
Yeah,
so-
you can step out of it.
And I can... It looks kind of like a dome, or like almost like a cylinder, like a mitt.
Yeah, I mean,
Is
it's...
it obvious I'd be able to go around it?
You can see around on the other
Then
side.
I'll move in that direction.
Alright, so...
Trying to play, like, you know,
So
fair.
you, yeah, you can move along the edge here and get to the other side of Ayla.
Does that give me...
You can see him.
Alright, then I will do what he does.
Actually, straight shot, no cover.
Good. 10 plus 9, 19 to hit.
That hits.
This is with all the usual suspects of Theratrix's bonus action, the type of arrow. Actually, no, because I didn't put Hunter's Mark. And I can't do that in the middle of this, can I? So. Sorry, so that's 2 6s. That's good. 6 and 6 is 12, plus 3 is 12, 13, 14, 15, plus 5, 20.
Okay. You run past, like, pull yourself out of the darkness and see this strange, inky blackness that it looks like it would look underwater, but it's clearly not. And then see Ayla looking in the direction of this shade, and having just yelled something at it, you race over, and then line up your shot.
It's your slinky dick.
And you can describe the killing blow.
Yes.
Okay. Is your sword still in it?
No, I pulled it
Oh,
out.
damn.
Sorry.
I was going to get cinematic on it. The wound that, or is there...
You can't really see.
There's no
It's
mark
very
left?
strange. Yeah.
Okay, I'll just sink it right into, like, the open hood.
Okay. It actually turns to face you as you, just the head,
Don't like that.
as the arrow sinks in and just kind of disappears into that space. And then you hear, as if it was standing right in front of you, and Moander's impotence shall be eclipsed. And then it kind of just, like a robe that's being dropped from a,
Like Obi-Wan Kenobi?
yes.
It just
in the
became more
inky-
powerful than we could possibly imagine.
in the inky blackness, and then kind of spreads out and then dissipates like the ink that's here. And that is where we will end.
Kai, you have to step on those ropes.